North Platte 1410 AM and live streaming video at NorthPlattePost.com. Dave's Place and CT Troubleshooters. Another round in River's Edge Golf Course. Premier Toyota. And Sand Hills State Bank. Today's game also brought to you in part by Larry's Glass, the Dean and Event Center, Great Plains Health, Great Plains Home Care, Larry's RV, Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan, and the new voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon, and color analyst Scott Carlson.
Hey, everybody.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, I'm the dinosaur. I think you could maybe call me
Scott's got
the one they look forward to.
Hey, look forward to.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But
they're looking forward to you.
I was just about. No. They're not looking. I can't believe it. For one of just, I think the big edge of.
It's all good.
New guy. We'll get there.
I'll do it too. When you have success like that, it's of everything that Coach Rice needed last year. But that's all behind us now. It's a new era of Bulldogs
for the team. But for him coming up against Papillion, LaVista South went 4-6 last year, not this 9-0. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, started off strong, winning 4 of their first 5 games to start this magically and some might say controversially made their way into a home game, which has always felt to them 35-34. High-scoring affair all about, just couldn't come through different systems. Propelled them to work even harder so that this year, hey, they might be able to take it over.
Like you had last year that made some noise, as you said, in the postseason. Man, when you're an underclass behind them and, maybe doesn't have as good. Now, let's be honest. It's going to be hard together for the most part for quite a while, and so the chemistry was there. Everything was right. So we need to be. I think we're gonna form our first opinion of the new Bulldogs.
We are, and as you said, this is a very young team. Only returning two starters. Line. Think of a power back in my brain. That Frank Gore,
Jerome Bettis.
There you go. He's just the guy that, hey, you need those 3 yards. You need that really down in the dirt 2 yards. Hey, he's got you. Get some time. Caleb Kincaid's going to be here. Trevor Chrisman. Hey, and then of course Tilford returning as well. One of the other starters. He might develop into that Genotone role where we're going to use him more for that outside run, and if we need a big play, kind of rely on his first reps. Hey, kept it up over the offseason. American Legion Baseball. I see you out there, Caden. I got you out in center field. Starting quarterback for the first year. Coach Kurt Altic in his media day interview said, hey, we're going to add a couple more spices than what has previously been seen. We're still going to stick to our same 4 base sets. So do you think maybe, even though he's young and didn't see much of varsity football last year, that maybe this system is going to...
Anyone in a young team and a team that needs to see in, hey, lost a lot of big weapons for them to be kind of the leaders on the field. But as we catapults the team. So, but I think initially, hey, the new guys are good. Your leaders help you get through them, I think.
That's basically all of their production. Currently, they're leading, kind of, are they in the same maybe avenue as?
I think this is a great matchup for both teams. I think if you look at Papillion, LaVista South, the Bulldogs a great matchup for them, especially in a week 0 game. Let's be real, man. It feels early. I mean, I was talking to Chris in the front office today and said, man, it just doesn't. I don't feel like football season yet, but I do now. Once I got here to the humidity, it's going to be a great matchup for both teams to kind of feel themselves out, to kind of learn. Obviously, you have a good matchup to kind of feel. As I rip the board up, I think you have a good matchup to feel not only your opponent out, but also yourselves, and kind of see what role everyone's going to play.
Game, I know, as you said, it doesn't feel like football. It can't be. It feels so early.
No, it feels like I'm in Argentina right now.
College football hasn't even started yet, and that's the crazy part. But that doesn't mean it's time for our coach's interview with new head coach Kurt Altic, his first of the season. So you'll have to hear that when we come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, as always, live streaming North Platte Post.
Or can make that dream a reality. Panhandle Solar has been installing solar electricity systems more affordable than ever. Call Panhandle Solar 308-464 sunny day.
Time, energy, and resources. Let Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace.
Great Plains Health.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are MPPS. Come grow with us.
Summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at Bill Summers.
Not just of weight training, but actually getting out on the field and practicing.
You know, our number of senior leaders showing up and just, you know, our number of guys just in general is pretty awesome. And then their ability to kind of, you know, evolve with the Mother Nature this fall. You know, sometimes we've had to flip around stuff pretty quick with the heat, you know, switching to morning practices sometimes and things. So they've done a really good job of, you know, dealing with that and then just coming out and getting after it every day.
Coming after it, getting out every day. Again, first tenure here as the head coach of the Bulldogs, coach down at Broken Bow of prior hand. What are some of the things you're going to be taking from that coaching experience to bring on over to here as your first official year?
You know, it's a little bit different situation there where, you know, we had 4 or 5 coaches at Broken Bow, so we all had to wear lots of different hats. It's nice here where we have, you know, a defensive staff and an offensive staff. But, you know, just some things like, you know, our preparing on Thursday nights and, you know, getting our travel and stuff ready are all going to be very similar. And, you know, I didn't want to change too many things because I thought the systems here at North Platte have been good the last 3 years. So we're kind of doing similar stuff that we have been.
That's what you love to hear. Keeping it for the guys simple, especially for those returning guys, you know, who excelled specifically last year. Again, going into the playoffs, second straight year. What are some of the keys that you are looking for in terms of their leadership? You talked about it earlier, how they've really stepped up. What are some of the things that they've been doing over this fall camp that have impressed you?
You know, it's more lead by example, you know, and we do have some vocal leaders, but just, you know, out at practice, just hustling all the time, you know, cheering on the young guys. And you know, it's truly is leading by example for the most part. Just you know, coming out and showing the guys, you know, what Bulldog football is all about.
What Bulldog football is all about. And hey, again, last 2 years have been very, very productive coming into us. A very high energy, high octane team that's ready to just really maul not people on the defense, but also on the offensive side. Kind of go into your stylistically offensive and defensive styles, philosophies. Kind of give a breakdown of what you're looking to do here this year.
You know, offensively, we're going to come out and we're gonna do Bulldog football. You know, I call it blunt force trauma. We're going to come out and we're going to pound it down your throat, and you know, use the clock and keep the ball away from you. Defensively, we're the junkyard dogs. We're relentless. We're going to be after you from the very snap. 11 man to the ball every time, and just trying to wear you down on both sides of the ball.
And was that really all this high energy offense, you know, hounding to the ball, pounding it down your throat? Does that kind of just come after a successful offseason of weight training and also preparation?
You know, it's winning and losing can kind of be what you do. Luckily, the last few years we've had some winning seasons and have guys bought in, and we're just going to try to continue that motivation from the last few years. And you know, it's easy for that high intensity, you know, when they've seen what can happen because of it.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to hear from Coach Altic about his keys to the game, sponsored by Al's Lock and Safe, securing North Platte and the surrounding areas for over 50 years.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Larry's Glass would like to thank all of their valuable customers over the years for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass is a full-service glass company, from car windows and storefronts to custom-cut glass, mirrors, and more. If you need glass, Larry's Glass has you covered. They take pride in their work with professional installation and satisfaction guaranteed. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass on the corner of 5th and Vine, where they do glass and so much more.
It's not too late to dust off the golf clubs and head out to River's Edge Golf Club in North Platte. Summer may be coming to an end, but come out to River's Edge and you'll enjoy a course that features modern amenities with beautifully maintained lush greens and breathtaking views. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks and Keno. Remember, they're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another round sports bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle gourmet slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Quick Stop Pregame Show. I'm joined by head coach of the Bulldogs, Kurt Altic, for our coaches interview, sponsored by Farmers Insurance Agent Stephen Rhodes. Farmers Insurance Agent Stephen Rhodes has the knowledge and expertise to help you better understand your coverage options for auto, home, renters, business, and more. Coach, it's time for our Owls Lock and Safe keys to the game. Papillion, LaVista South coming into today. 4-6 last year, lost a lot of key members, not just to their offense, but their defensive side as well. What you have written down to take down this Papillion LaVista South team?
You know, the first game of the year is always kind of intriguing because you're preparing from stuff that they have done, last year. But our keys to the game is we want to come out and we want to play Bulldog football. We want to control the ball. We want to run the clock. We're going to pound it down your throat. On defense, we're just going to have to kind of see what they give us. We've heard they're supposed to have a new quarterback. Whether that's true or not, not everybody is as forthcoming in the media, so you're never really sure what you're going to get. But we're just going to come out, we're going to communicate, we're going to adjust to what we have, and we're going to fly around and make plays.
One of the returning members, Devin Jones, will be making his return as well. Any keys that you have written down to stop him really going to be their lead back and their highest-ranking receiver as well?
We're just going to make sure we have an eye on him, know where he's at all times, and maybe try to put the game plan on some of their younger guys that maybe don't have as much experience, and try to corral him as good as we possibly can.
Thank you so much, Coach. That is our Owls keys to the game. I'm Paxton Gordon. Coach Kurt Altic here with me. Hey, thank you again, Coach, so much, and good luck to you against Papillion LaVista South. Totally worth it. Hey, Bulldogs looking to start their season 1-0.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those are needs? When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
The DNN Event Center is the biggest event facility. The choices are endless. At the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement and accessibility meets affordability. With 8 graduate programs, 49 undergraduate programs, and thousands of friends, Chadron State College has everything you need to find your story. Get started at csc.edu.
Your Golden Spike Tower is a popular attraction known all around the world.
Janet, and the orphan trains were fascinating. It's worth the stop.
I'm not sure what I was expecting, but definitely not this. Very nice. Definitely worth checking out. Adora of North Platte.
Visit your Golden Spike Tower and see what all the talk is about. Golden Spike Tower, open daily.
Hey there, Derek Beck. This is the Quick Stop pregame show. We'll send it back out to Papillion with Paxton and Scotty in a few minutes. But first, let's mosey around the state and fill you in on some of the big games tonight. And, well, they're all big games tonight, though it's week 0. What whatever that means. The vast majority of the state doesn't play until next Thursday and Friday, but in North Platte, both high schools are in action this evening. Let's start with North Platte St. Pat's. The Irish are at Bridgeport tonight. Both teams dropped down to 8-man. That's D1 this year. The Bulldogs were 2-7 last year in C2. The Irish were 8-1 and start the season at number 1 in their new division. Yeah, rated number 1 team in the state in their inaugural year of 8-man. Look for Jackson Roberts to excel behind the 8-man scheme. It might look different by St. Pat's as this year, but they have always excelled at running the football. And in 8-man football, if you can run the football, you're going to be good. And everybody expects St. Pat's to have a big year. Now, North Platte High is obviously in action tonight here on FM 98.1 at Papillion LaVista South. We'll hear from Paxton and Scott again shortly. The Dogs were 2 points away from going to the Class A semifinals a year ago. But Vince Genatone, he's in Montana. The coaching staff looks a little different. But a win tonight on the road against the Titans, who also made the playoffs last year, would really put North Platte High on sure footing to start the year. We'll see if they can do it. Just a handful of other football contests tonight. Bellevue West at Creighton Prep, Columbus at Fremont, Summerland at Riverside, and Alma at Superior tonight. Again, most everybody else gets underway next week. Speaking next week, Z93.5 Country will begin its high school football broadcast. We'll have Gothenburg at Ogallala on Z93.5 Country next Friday night. You can stay up to date on all of our broadcasts from FM 98.1 and Z93.5 Country at NorthPlattePost.com. The Quick Stop pregame show continues after this on FM 98.1 and 1410 and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop pregame show. They have 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop. Game time is just moments away on FM 98.1.
It's the summer of savings at Bill Summers Ford, Lincoln, Honda, Nissan. New inventory arriving daily, and your summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at BillSummers.com. Open 24/7 and like Bill Summers on Facebook for even more deals. Bill Summers.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials, too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available too.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Swift Auto Center. This is Joe from Swift Auto Center in North Platte. The Dogs play here. KWQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
We're here, everybody. Week 0 is underway as the Bulldogs will be taking on Papillion LaVista South in game number 1, but essentially week 0 of football action. I'm, of course, joined by my trusted colleague, my second-hand man, my captain. I don't know what it is. I forgot. I'm captain. You're sergeant, lieutenant, my right-hand man.
Yeah, no, I've been called worse recently, so feel free to call me whatever you want, man.
Scott Carlson. Scott Carlson here, looking fine as always. A fine day outside. Clouds are a little aplenty, but no threat of rain in the area, so we're just going to have a beautiful, beautiful day of football today. Hey, it's time for the Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Again, brought to you by Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic canteen for homemade waffle cones, along with homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Plus, the Borges will be into the bag. It's going to be picked up on the side of Mallory, and he's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So again, for our left guard, Aiden Burke. At the side of the Titans, Devin Jones. And Sam Schuler under center here for the Titans. Going to get on Skogerbo. Will be picked up on the side.
Yeah, a bunch of Bulldogs, bunch of white jerseys closing quickly, but not until after an 8-yard gain. Got to get more disruptive in that backfield.
Got to get more disruptive. Hey, again, first, though, game of the season. Again, completing at least for a first down or close to it. It will be enough for a first down on his 2-yard run. Tackled on the side by Logan Chitty for the Bulldogs. A big substitution coming in on the side of Papillion LaVista South. Checking in is going to be Trace Marco and Max Nia. So here we go, is still into this pistol set, but now going to form into a shotgun. Schuler. Going to glance, have a man look to go in motion. 3 wide receiver set. They're going to hand it off to Jones. Jones up the middle at the 40 and brought down at around the 39-yard line. They're going to give him, they're going to still say the 39-yard line from Devin Jones, the big power back. He's going to get about 6, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4.
Caden Jonasson getting up in there, making that stop. Your quarterback, we talked about it in the pregame show. You got a lot of guys going both ways, including key position players like Caden. But there you go, big stop by Caden.
4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Schuler trying to draw the defense offside, but can't do so. So he'll glance to the sideline. Again, Devin Jones right to the left of Schuler. Now they're going to switch it up. He's going to be to the right of him. Schuler gets the ball, steps back, going to throw it into the right side. That's Skogerby. He's going to keep going. Far side, and he's going to be brought down by a swarm of Bulldogs defenders. And they're going to say he didn't get any yardage. Back to the line of scrimmage. It's now 3rd down and 4. So 3rd and 1 is actually, so they'll give him actually 1 singular yard. So now at a 3rd and 1, probably would expect it to go to Jevin Jones. Back in the pistol comes the Titans. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Schuler hands it to Jones up the middle. He's going to try to get forward, spinning, and he'll get just enough on the 2nd and 3rd effort to get enough for the first down. Another one on the side.
Yeah, I couldn't see who it was in there for the Bulldogs. Someone got into the backfield right away, was able to grab an ankle, but big power, just powering through, as you said, 2nd and 3rd effort to get that first down and then a little bit more.
5-yard gain on the carry for Devin Jones. So now the Titans still in their own territory at the 48-yard line. This drive starting at the 25, or the 20, excuse me. In motion comes a man. It's Marco. Schuler going to hand it off to Jones. Right again, up the middle. Has a hole. Bursting forward. 2nd effort still going, and he'll get down close to the first down marker. Maybe he'll get enough. Big man Devin Jones for the Titans. He does get enough for the first down. Moving the chains for the Titans.
Yeah, just that big power again by Jones, keeping those legs moving. The Dogs, getting down low. Just got to wrap him up a little more and take away his ability to break those tackles.
And got to go with a guy that big, got to go lower.
That's right, get lower.
Get him off balance here. So now inside Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line. 0-0 the score here in Omaha. 8:24 left to go in the first quarter. Schuler hands it right back to Jones. Up the middle he goes, and he's not going to really get much this time. And bunch of Bulldogs defenders there. He'll maybe get about, we'll give him a generous 1 or maybe even 2. They're going to give him a generous 2, so now it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Titans in Bulldog territory. They're on the tackle for Bulldogs. Xavier Albertson making an appearance here. So with 7:53 left to go at the 40, it's going to be a winged formation. Now going to back it up into two running backs to the opposite side of Schuler. 4 wide receiver set. In motion goes Skogerby. Schuler stepping back, looking to pass, still looking. Going to run up the middle. He has some legs, going towards the right side at the 30, making his way towards the sideline and runs out of bounds at around the 21-yard line. Sam Schuler
had the option to pass or tuck and run, and what a job, a great patience first of all, and then a great job by his line to give him a huge lane to run through.
Gets a huge lane and will pick up around 19 yards on the scramble. So now I'm actually going to toss it on back. You're going to cut it back to around 16 yards. It's at the 24-yard line of the Bulldogs. Schuler stepping back, looking. He's got some pressure. He's going to get it away, but it's going to fall incomplete. Good pressure coming in on the side of Logan Chitty. Chitty bursting up the middle. Got some pressure on Schuler. Almost brought him down.
Yeah, and that's what you need to see. You got to get the pressure, the disruption in the backfield, make the decisions rushed, and not allow that offense to set up.
So here we go, still sitting. It's 1 for 2 for 8 yards. 9 yards for Schuler. This ball game so far. Jones still in the backfield. They're going to play fake. More pressure coming. Brought down goes Sam Schuler. The big man, Caleb Kincaid, is there. Does a sack. A loss of around 9 on the play. So instead of what would have been a 3rd down and 10, it's going to be a 5-yard loss. Instead of what would have been a 3rd and 10, it's now a 3rd and about 15.
Yeah, great job by Kincaid, man. Just exploded through there and not a chance to get away. Perfect execution there in the finish as well.
There you go. That's what you like to see. So now a 3rd and long, a pivotal 3rd down for the Bulldogs to get out of this drive. Schuler stepping back, looking to pass. More pressure. It's going to be a screenplay. They give it to Devin Jones. Jones making his way back to the line of scrimmage. Has some hole. Plows through a man, and he'll get the 1st down on the side of the Titans on the screen. But we have a flag down on the play around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, big holding, a key to the play. Holding occurred right on the far side. You saw the referee, or right on top. It might have been the umpire, but right there watching it happen right in front of him.
So what would have been a big pickup for the Titans might be coming back on their side. Still waiting for the call. If they accept it, it'll be 3rd and even longer. They are going to accept it, so what was a 3rd and 15 now looks to be turning into a 3rd and 20. That's a huge, huge error on the side of the Titans. They had a big old hole on the right side on that screenplay. Just couldn't pull away from it and cost themselves with a penalty. So now 3rd and 20, another opportunity for the Bulldogs here as substitution coming in. We're going to have Trace Marco, the player, stepping on into the field. So 3 wide receivers set with the tight end being Marco. 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Schuler in shotgun with Jones to his left. They're going to roll out to his left. Schuler looking, going to throw it to the far side. That's caught on the side by Seth Allen. See if he got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say, he's just about a couple short. Pickup of 8 on the play for Seth Allen, but because of that, now it's going to be 4th down, and it looks like we're going to be seeing still out there being the Titans' 4th and about 12. That's what I'm looking at here. In this territory, do you like the call going for it on 4th down early on, Scott? Oh, big aggressive man.
I obviously don't know what kind of kicking game they have, but high school football, that's pretty good field goal. I'd say keep your offense going. You've done a few good things.
Jones going out to the flat. Schuler going to check it down for another screenplay to Marco. Marco has some space, and he is brought down, and it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down, and he will have enough for the 1st down. A pickup of 14 on the play to Trace Marco.
And there you go, just perfectly executed screen and great blocking up ahead of the play. Marco doing his job, getting what he needed for the first down.
That is a 14-yard pickup. So with that, first down in the red zone for the Titans. 0-0 the score with 5:58 left to go here in quarter number 1. Schuler going to hand it off to Jones up the middle, has some space, going to keep going, putting the legs, and finally brought down into the red zone now, into second and goal. Well, we're going to call it maybe a pickup.
Yeah, I think he can still get the first, that 2.
Still got to get that, so not first and goal, but a pickup of 8 on the side.
Yeah.
And a quick little play that is going to be not enough for a touchdown, but multiple flags down. Have to see what it is. Maybe a false start. You say a hold?
I don't know. Did they blow it dead? I couldn't tell.
They didn't blow it dead in time, so it got off. So maybe it's either an offsides penalty or a hold. Refs conversing around the goal line here.
I think you had a potential hold here on the near side closest to us.
Titans with Titan ball. Still talking. They're going to converse it with the head coach. Still haven't gotten a call yet. Oh, here comes the official now. Going to talk it out with coach of the Titans, and whatever penalty was picked up. Here comes the official with the call.
Looks like. No. Wow. Okay. He said illegal formation on the kickoff, but that wasn't the kickoff.
So there's 12 men on the field on the defensive side for the Bulldogs. So now it's first and goal around the 1.5 yard line after the
on
good
the defense.
pickup.
I thought he said kickoff.
So here we go, shotgun formation. Schuler going to probably hand it off to Jones. He does so up the middle. What a great stop by this Bulldogs defense on the second effort, though. He got in, but the refs blew it dead.
He's down.
Refs blowing it dead. What would have been a touchdown on the second effort from Devin Jones, not the case. So with that, it's now second down at the 2 yard line, a loss of 1. Jones would have gotten in on that second effort, but they say the forward progress stopped, so they blew it dead at that point. So now it'll be second down and 2, or second and goal, at the 2 yard line. Schuler in the shotgun with Jones to the left of him. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side. They're going to hand it off to Jones. He's going absolutely nowhere. Ooh. Scott seen face mask, but again, this defensive line really getting the upper hand against the Titans here. Another loss of 2. So now it's going to be third down and it's going to be a loss of 1. Yeah, it'll be a loss of 2. Third and goal at the 4 yard line. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, Allen to the near side, Mallory and Skogerby on the far as Trace Marco comes in motion. Schuler gonna roll it, gonna pitch it out to Jones. He's in the open field, trucks through a Bulldog into the end zone for a touchdown. 4 yard touchdown run on the side of the Titans. It's now at the moment 7-0 or 6-0 with 3:52 left to go. They are going to bring on the kicking unit, Christian Campbell, to attempt the extra point.
That's kind of what you saw that whole drive, the short ball game by Papillion LaVista South. It worked well. Why not keep doing it? Getting a few lead blockers up ahead of that receiver, and hey, only needed a few yards for 6.
Interesting formation here. 2. They're going to try to go for 2 up the middle.
Oh, nice.
Are they going to get it? It's a close call, and the official on the near side scores it in. That is a 2-point conversion, and what would have been 7-0 is now 8-0 for Papillion LaVista South. 8-0 here against the Bulldogs coming out of North Platte. 3:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Hey, we're going to step away and take a real quick break. When we come back, more action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Quick
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
It's a new year and decade, and it's time to renew your commitment to health and wellness in 2022 and save money at the same time. Pathology Services can help. Testing for your health shouldn't break your bank, and Pathology Services understands that. With prices a fraction than that of regional hospitals for tests like complete blood cell counts, lipid panels, and more, you can get your tests done at a reasonable cost. You have the right to choose where your lab work is done. Next time, use Pathology Services with 2 locations at the Westfield Shopping Center or inside the North Platte Health Pavilion. Renew your health with Pathology Services.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Omaha Papillion, LaVista South with an 8-0 lead over North Platte Bulldogs. 3:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Jace Powell deep to return for the Bulldogs, is kicking it off on the side of the Titans. Going to be Christian Campbell.
All right, Dogs got to answer back here. Great opening drive for the Titans. See what the Bulldogs can do.
Both sides have some really good plays, just in the ground game taken advantage of by the Titans. The kickoff going to go all the way to Powell. He's going to be able to receive it. Going to let it drop. Bounces in front of him. He's at the 12-yard line. Going to go towards the far side, and he's going to be brought down with a horse collar tackle and a flag on the far side. Foul on the play. Looks to be a horse collar tackle on the side of the Titans. Looking to see which member was the one with the committing penalty. It's going to be number 32. That one is going to be Caleb Christian. Christian coming from behind, getting Powell on the horse collar. So that's going to be a good bounce back and a good chunky yards for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help get to that good field position. A dangerous play, too, as you saw why. He's ripped back. And a great job by the officials to spot that.
So it'll been around the 12-yard line to start, maybe even 15. Oh, they're going to say face mask. So not even a horse collar tackle. They're going to say face mask. So now
might have called it based on the action, not seeing it. Maybe.
So now we're at the 28-yard line of the Bulldogs. Caden Johnson in the I formation. Behind him, Xavier Albertson or Eli Broman. Next to be up the middle. Johnson going to keep it running. A big push from the offensive line, and the flag down, it looks like. Did I see a flag in the middle of the pile? I do see a flag in the middle of the pile. What would have been a nice pickup, from Robley. But there is a flag down at around where the ball is at the 35-yard line. They're going to be backing up. They're going to be going. Another face mask penalty on the side of the Titans.
Man.
So Robley with the 8-yard pickup, and then gets 15 more added on to the face mask. So now we're inside Titan territory at the 49-yard line. 2 huge penalties on the side.
30 yards on penalties for the Bulldogs on this drive. You'll take it.
You will take it. So now they're in prime field position, Johnson under center, got Robley right behind him. In motion comes a man. They're going to hand it off to Robley. Robley has some space. He's in the open field at the 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Brock Robley with the huge 41-yard touchdown run off the right side of the line. That is how we do it. It's now 8-6, Titans up over the Bulldogs.
Man, just a great job on the right side of the offensive line there to seal off their assignment, and Robley had a wide open near side of the field here to us and used those wheels to get the pay dirt.
He did an 82-yard drive on 2 plays, ending in a 49-yard touchdown run from Brock Robley. Out comes the extra point unit for the Bulldogs. The kick is up, and it is right down the center. 8-7 with 3:12 left to go here in quarter number 1 action. Wow, what a play. Brock Robley, 49 yards. Bulldogs trailing 1. Hey, we'll step aside and take a quick little break. We come back. More action right here on FM 91, AM 1410, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Ooh, boy, the summer is flying by at Larry's RV in North Platte. Stop by if you're looking for a new RV or needing parts and accessories. New Bullet travel trailers are arriving, and Rockwell travel trailers and fifth wheels coming soon. A new 2022 Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel is here. A very spacious living room and an island kitchen that has a wine refrigerator. A large bedroom slide extends into the bathroom, and a cozy fireplace in the living room. Tour the new Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel at Larry's RV in North Platte today. Easy financing also available with approved credit.
Severs Tire and Auto is one of the largest independent auto shops in North Platte, handling everything from the simple oil change to the complex engine, transmission, including electronic issues, new tires and tire alignment. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff can keep your vehicle in tip-top shape. Severs Grow Barn carries Green Mountain and Blaze grills, accessories, and condiments. And Severs Used Cars might just have the used car you're looking for. Auto repair, tires, grills, and used cars, all at Severs Tire and Auto on Eugene, just south of Hobby Lobby.
North Platte Post Sports.
Here comes James Mallory running off the left side. Another flag deep inside Titan territory. A deep kick fielded basically at the goal line. A flag deep inside Titan territory. The score right now, 8-7. That is right. Titans up 8-7 over the Bulldogs with 3:05 left to go here in the first quarter. Last drive for the Bulldogs, 2 plays, 82 yards, capping off in a 49-yard TD run from Brock Robley.
Yeah, there we go, man. A lot of penalty flags early, not even through the first quarter here. And I bet we've got 55 yards worth of penalties.
Yeah, it's crazy. So a block in the back on the side of the Titans.
Officials making sure they remember how to throw those things.
Get them all warmed up for next week, as they say. So now it's at the 8-yard line, starting for the side of the Titans. So here comes Sam Schuler. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side with Devin Jones in the backfield. Schuler in the shotgun, gets the snap, hands to Jones. Right up the middle, he goes into a plethora of Bulldog bodies, but keeping the feet turning. And finally brought down. That one going to be picked up on the side by Alex Gove. Gove going to get the tackle. So now it's going to be a 5 on the play for Devin Jones. So now 2nd down and 5 at around the 13-yard line of the Titans. Schuler in the shotgun, gets a snap, going to roll out to his right. Going to go, come back, up the field he goes. He's running out of territory and is brought down. Eli Broman with the tackle. So on the run from Sam Schuler, they're going to say he got a good old gain of about about 2 yards on the run from Schuler.
Yeah, Schuler got a big block in the backfield by one of his linemen. I was trying to catch a number. I think it was 73, which would be Mike Bonji, but just got a big block in the backfield that saved him right there, and then able to make a little something out of it. But kudos to that big boy getting back.
3rd and 2, they're going to pitch it out to Jones on the flat. He's going to cut it back upfield, has some territory, breaks one tackle, and is brought down from behind at around the 30-yard line. Caleb Kincaid there on the tackle on the side of the Bulldogs. So I'm going to say that one, good chunk of yardage, a gain of 12 by Devin Jones. And with that, it's a 1st down and 10 on the side of the Titans. 1:23 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-7, Titans up over the Bulldogs at about the 31-yard line in their own territory. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Schuler gets the snap, stepping back, looking to pass, looking, pump fakes once, rolling. He's going deep. He's got a wide open man, and he almost catches it. That was a blown coverage. It looks like the intended receiver, Reese Kircher.
Man, he had 4 steps on the defensive back, and the ball thrown just a little bit high, almost able to bring it in, but
That one actually
big opportunity there for the Titans.
Bryson Ball, the intended receiver on the side of the Titans. So now what was 1st and 10, now 2nd and 10 inside Titan territory. As here we go, in the motion goes a man. It's going to be Seth Allen, excuse me, and we're going to have a flag down. It looks like a false start on the side of the Titans. I'm going to say encroachment on the side of the defense. So what would have been 2nd and 10, now 2nd and 5. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Winged running back formation. They have a man in motion. This time again, it's going to be Kircher. They're going to run it up the middle, with the quarterback Schuler, but brought down from behind. Caleb Kincaid once again having his name called bright and early here on the side of the Bulldogs. I'm going to say Schuler got 1 yard. So with that, it's going to be 3rd and 4 with 45 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. As out comes...
Need a 3rd down stop right here.
Out comes a Bulldog. A big 3rd down here. Correction is going to be still 3rd and 4 to go. Schuler in the shotgun. And they might have gotten an encroachment, and they will get another encroachment. Caleb Kincaid jumping off sides, and with that, 1st down on the side of the Titans. Hate to see that happen on the side of the Bulldogs. Looking again up front, they've been doing a spectacular job getting pressure and penetration.
Right.
Bet back-to-back on the same drive penalties that have cost them dearly. So now it's 1st down in 10 at the 43-yard line, still in Titan territory. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Jones in at running back. Schuler snaps it, hands it to Jones up the middle, finds some territory, breaks 1 tackle, but is brought down. A good stop. As we're looking to see, that one is brought down by Colton Tilford. Jones, though, going to get 8 yards on the run, and that'll do it, though, here for the 1st quarter, as Bulldogs in this game trailing to the Titans of Papillion, LaVista South, 8-7. We'll take a break. We come back 2nd quarter action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and, of course, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Let your friends at the UPS store help you out. You name it, the UPS store can handle it. It's a full printing store with custom printing, laminating, and personalized calendars. And the UPS store helps make document destruction easy. When it comes to office supplies, printing, packaging, shipping, incoming mail, and shredding, it's all in one place. Come see Melissa and her crew and let them handle it all for you. South of Walmart in North Platte.
Fleas and ticks are pesky, gross bugs that crawl on you, your dogs, and cats after being outside. They carry diseases that can disrupt your pet's health, causing long-term effects on their behavior, mobility, and overall well-being. Flea and tick preventatives are vital, but the products are not all created equal. Visit Westfield Small Animal Clinic and allow Dr. Couts and Dr. Bundy to guide you on the safest way to protect your dogs and cats from fleas and ticks. Call Westfield Small Animal Clinic at 534-4480.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Papillion LaVista South Foundation Field. Bulldogs trailing the Titans 8-7. Thank you again to our sponsors here for today, CT Computer Troubleshooters of North Platte Computer Shooters.
Paxton ready for a shot.
I'm ready for some games when I get home, of course, as well. Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte, invites you to stop out and take a test drive of the many vehicles they have on the showroom floor. As here we go, 2nd and about 2. We're going to hand it off to Jones, who's going to bounce it off to the right side and have his momentum stop, but he'll get enough for the 1st down. As Tilford and Jones getting into a little bit of a talking match, but it'll be enough for the 1st down after a 4-yard gain. So far on the ground, up to 84 total yards rushing on the side of Papillion LaVista South. 1st down and 10 now in Bulldog territory at the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Schuler hands off to Jones. Once more up the middle, bounce gets to the right side, cutting it back inside, spun around, keeping the legs turning, keeping it going once more, and finally brought down after a gain of about 8 yards from Devin Jones. So it's now 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, just, again, an excellent effort by Jones, a big, strong runner. Bulldogs got to do a lot better job of finishing the tackles. I think we saw 3 broken tackles just within the first 2 yards of the line of scrimmage right there.
So now 2nd and 2 on the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs. 3 wide receivers set with Marco into the tight end, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. The pass, they're going to hand it off to, actually play action, they're going to hand it off to a crossing man in the middle. It's Trace Marco, and he is finally swarmed, still going, but now brought down by a plethora of Trace Marco with the reception on that pitch play. So it's 1st down and 10.
Yeah, and again, that screenplay just really been successful for the Titans in both of their possessions so far tonight. A hard play to defend when it's executed well, just getting the yards they need to keep the chains moving, Paxton.
Here we go now at the 31-yard line. Shotgun formation, new running back in on the side. It's going to be Kalen Connor. They're going to run it up the middle with Kylan Connor, and with that, Connor getting maybe a good solid gain of 4 on the play. Now I'm going to bring up 2nd down and 6 from the Bulldog 27-yard line with 9:47 left to go here in quarter number 2. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side in motion. They're going to bring another man out into the flat. They're going to throw it out to him in the flat. That's going to be Derek Jones. Jones breaking into the outfield, going and brought down just short of the goal line. Derek Jones on the swing pass yet again on the side of the Titans. Another tough play on the side of the defense for the Bulldogs. It's now 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. A big pickup of 25. And they're going to run it in for a touchdown on the side of the Titans. So with that,
just doing what they need to do, Paxton, getting the run of the plays they know are working. The screenplays really worked to both sides of the field, more so to the strong side here for the Titans. But, boy, that moved that ball down the field in pretty easy fashion on that drive. Bulldog defense got to do a better job of wrapping Jones up and not letting him get some of those bigger plays.
A drive that started on the 8-yard line and went 8 plays. They're going to go for an extra point with Christian Campbell now, who will be kicking the extra point. It's 14-7 at the moment. Titans leading the Bulldogs, 9:22 left to go here in the second quarter. The kick is up right down the middle. It's now 15-7 here with 9:22 left to go in quarter number 2, following the 2-yard run from Kalen Connor, his first. So Papillion South 15, North Platte Bulldogs 7. We'll take another break. We come back, more second quarter action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, northplattepost.com.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials, too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available too.
Sure, there's lots of Class A driving jobs out there, but let me tell you about Cree Carrier. Great things are happening here, like we raised our truck speed. Oh, and we just raised pay in our North Platte fleet. The top 50% of drivers average over $2,000 per week. You get the respect you deserve and the support you need. If you're a driver looking for a new company, get a hold of us at creecarrier.com. We're hiring diesel techs starting at $22 to $32 an hour, too. Cree Carrier, come help us move America.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here. It is time for more quarter number 2 action. 15-7 to lead Papillion South over the Bulldogs. Deep to return on the side of North Platte. Looks like it's going to be Xavier Albertson. The kick is going to be long into the back, but picked up on the side of Eli Broman. Broman to the far side, but is brought down by a plethora of Titans defenders on that kickoff. So getting it around the goal line, and he'll make his way out to, let's see here, got to do some quick math. It'll be around the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him maybe at the 11. Hey, thank you to our primary sponsors here today, Premier Toyota, Shelter Insurance Agent Brett Rogo, as well as Pete Voles. And then we have another round in Rivers Edge Golf Course, Dave's Place, CT Computer Troubleshooters, and Sand Hills State Bank. So now first down and 10. Johnson going to hand it on up. He's going to keep it, bouncing it to the outside, has some territory. 15 at the 20 and pushed out of bounds. Trying to see where the marking is. As Jonason gets, we're going to say, to the 25-yard line after starting at the 11. Gain of 15 for Mr. Jonason, and off to a good start on this drive for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're going to look like one of the Papillion South guys got actually blocked into his own player, and that gave Jonason just that little extra step he needed to bust it outside.
Busting outside, he did. First and 10 at the Bulldogs, 26. A pitch to the outside. Got some daylight. That is going to be Tilford. It looks like still turning. Going in. Finally brought down. That would actually be Colton Tilford on the pitch. It is Colton Tilford. As Devin Jones will be getting the credit for the tackle. That's a pickup of around, say, 4 yards for Tilford. Now second down and 6 from their own 30-yard line.
There you go. If you can get 3, 4, 5 yards on first down, Paxton, you're going to be happy with that. Dogs just got to stay consistent. Keep moving that ball down the field.
They are, and second and 6 now. We got to get some points to keep up. High-scoring affair at the moment. Jonason going to look towards the sideline. Going to look back under his note card, and we're going to have a timeout. We will have a timeout called on the side, it looks like, of the Bulldogs. Yep, Bulldogs calling a timeout. 8:19 left to go here in quarter number 2. They are trailing Papillion South 15-7. As Scott Carlson getting the time
matching up
right
the clock,
on. Scott Carlson, really.
So, yeah, please, I'm a sensitive guy, so no comments on the operation of the score clock. I'm trying to multitask here, and I'm a dude, so I suck at multitasking.
Scott getting an extra role this year, giving the great color commentary, but also running the scoreboard. Hey, doing a great job so far at the moment. Hey, Papillion.
I'll believe you. You just keep telling me that,
We'll look at the game tape when we get there on Monday.
All right.
15-7 is where we sit Papillion South over the Bulldogs. Scott, early on here, what are you seeing from the Bulldogs that you like, but also not what you don't like?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I think we've seen some good things offensively. We've seen some good blocking ahead of the ball. We've seen multiple looks from the Dogs out of the backfield and gotten some productive yards. What I haven't liked so far, tackling's been trouble. Jones has been running all over the Bulldogs, and it's early. You got to slow that train down here before too long.
Got to slow that freight train down. Is Johnson going to get under center, and a flag is thrown. We're going to wait to see. It might be a false start. It is false start on the side of the Bulldogs. That one going to be called on Peyton Dimmitt.
There you go, those discipline penalties you never want to see, but you're a little bit more accepting of them early on as long as you clean them up as the season progresses. But discipline penalties, as we've seen, can kill you.
Second and 11. Jonason under center with Robley right behind him. Kind of this pyramid-style offense. Bunch formation to the near side. Going to hand it off to Robley, up the middle. Going to keep the legs turning, still turning, and finally brought down after a solid gain of maybe 2. As we wait to see, will they give him 2? Yeah, they're going to give him 2 yards. So now it's 3rd and 9 following that big 41-yard touchdown run.
Beat out the 2.
Haven't seen much action offensively from the Bulldogs, trailing 15-7 though. This is their second offensive possession in this ball game. 7:48 left to go. Quarter number 2 action. Johnson under center. Looking to get snapped. He will. He's going to run it. Looking to throw another flag. Going to throw it into the flat. That's caught by Tilford. Tilford up the sideline. Cutting back up again around the 40-yard line. But another flag down back around the line of scrimmage from Jonason to Tilford.
I think it's coming back. I think getting a hold here.
Yeah, looking like
right
it.
As Tilford turned that corner.
As Broden Ball with the tackle on the side of the Titans. What would have been a really solid gain. Getting the first down, up for the first down for the Bulldogs. Looks to be coming back. And they're walking their way back.
Didn't see the hold.
Lined up on the line of scrimmage. And that's kind of where the trouble's going to be on this young team. You know, with the way they run the triple option and it being so clustered around the line of scrimmage, got to make sure you've checked in the right area. So with that loss of downs, 3rd and 14.
Wow.
At their own 22-yard line.
15 yards, I think, in penalties this drive.
So we're back at 3rd and 14. Jonason under center. Glance back to Brock Robley. Hand it to Jonason. He's going to keep it, pushing it towards the near sideline. Has some daylight. There it goes up the sideline and is tackled out of bounds. There's the sophomore quarterback, Caden Jonason. Getting the keeper. That one's going to be, let's do the math here, and the ball's on the 22. It's now up to the 44, 21-yard. Oh, no, 20-yard. I failed math plenty of times. If you couldn't tell, that's why I'm here on the radio. Geez. But a 20-yard run.
Me too. So throwing all these numbers at me, my brain just had a stroke.
So 20 yards from Caden Jonason to get it. They're going to hand it off to Robley off the right side. Cuts back up the middle. Here comes Brock Robley with the rumble and it down. A big pickup of 14. Brock Robley rumbling and tumbling his way down the middle of the field. Big game now inside Titans territory at the 42-yard line. 6:59 left to go. Quarter number 2. 15-7 is Papillion South's lead over the North Platte Bulldogs.
Yeah, man, Robley finding the holes tonight and the line giving him the holes to find. Great little run.
Johnson's going to hand it. He's actually going to keep it himself yet again, running off to the left side, cuts up field. We'll say he got about 5 if we're being generous for Caden Jonason. He is going to get 5, and actually going to say he got 7 on the play. So Trace Marco with the tackle. 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line of the Titans. Bulldogs moving after that rocky start to the drive, really picking up the tempo now. They're on play number 6 of this drive after starting at their own 11-yard line.
Yeah, shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, but recovering, and that's what's important.
In motion comes Tilford. They're going to hand it off to Robley, rumbling up the middle. He has some daylight. Oh, he can't break the tackle, but still keeping the legs turning, and a flag on the play.
Oh.
Brock Robley using the Devin Jones style of running, punishing them right up the middle, but another flag. That one at the tackling area of Brock Robley. Another face mask.
Wow.
Another one. That's the 3rd face mask of this ball game.
I thought he had him wrapped up by the ankles. I don't know how you got to the face.
Must have been a late call. Must have been a late call, but another strong
That's
run
huge right there.
from Brock Robley. Gets it all the way to the, let's see here, the 11-yard line now of
and get a first down
the
still.
Titans. And they got that first down, so what would have been a nice pickup of about 18 yards from Robley, now setting them up at first down and 10 at the 11-yard line. They're going to hand it off once more. Robley bounces into his defender, or excuse me, his own lineman, but will power his way forward, maybe spinning down. Gain of 2 generously.
Great job by Brock to hang on to that ball. The Titans were ripping at it, and Brock wrapping it up tight. Great job protecting the football.
Play number 8 of this drive for the Bulldogs. They trail 15-7 with 5:30 left to go here in quarter number 2. So here we go. Jonasson under center with Robley behind him in the single I formation. In motion, handing it off to Robley, going to pitch it. Action out to Tilford on the right side. He waltzes in for the touchdown. Another one for the Bulldogs on an 8-yard TD run. Colton Tilford. It is now only a 2-point game, 15-13 Bulldogs trail.
Boy, and I tell you what, you wish you could give half of that touchdown to Caleb Kincaid as he laid the block on the outside that just completely opened up that lane to the touchdown.
Here comes
end zone, rather. That was perfect.
Here comes the extra point in. That one from Carson Chappelle, and it's up and it's in. So with that, it's now a 15-14 game, a 9-play drive starting at the 11-yard line, 89 yards on that 11-play drive. Hey there, Bulldogs trailing 15-14 to the Titans. We'll step away. More action here in quarter number 2. Bulldogs trailing 15-14 right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410 live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Express AVL is your headquarters to make your sound system go from good to great. Express AVL has your mobile audio via solutions for your car, truck, boat, RV, and even your motorcycle. Need a backup camera or rear seat entertainment? Express AVL has you covered. Expert installation with top-of-the-line systems. Stop in today and check out all of their products to enhance your listening experience. Express AVL, 1108 Rodeo Road, North Platte. Express AVL, living loud.
Hi, this is Linda from Fellows Home Appliance. We are North Platte's only locally owned and operated Maytag exclusive dealer. We have 2 Maytag trained technicians to handle warranty and out-of-warranty Maytag repairs. We offer delivery and installation on all the Maytag appliances we sell. For your next Maytag appliance, come in to 321 East 5th Street, North Platte. Fellows Home Appliance. We service what we sell.
North Platte Post Sports.
The kickoff here from LaChapelle is going to be fielded by Mallory at around the 10-yard line on the near side. Going to run upfield, gets a block at the 30, and is brought down by a plethora of Bulldog defenders. So now here we are with 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of the Titans. 15-14 is their lead. Hey, thank you again to our primary sponsors here in today's ball game, as we're thanking to Premier Toyota, Shelter Insurance agents Brett Rogo and Pete Voles. Another round is in River's Edge Golf Course, as well as Dave's Place and CT Computer Troubleshooters. We now come into 1st and 10 at their own 32 for the Titans. 5:06 left to go in the quarter. Schuler with 3 wide receivers set. He's going to actually run it. Actually, new quarterback coming in is Tyler Miller. Miller going to run it off to the left side, and he'll get maybe about 2 on the return. On that run there from one Tyler Miller. So now 2nd down and 8 for the Titans. Again, those outside runs really been the bane of the existence for the Bulldogs in this game, but that time really batting it down. It's only a gain of 2.
Yeah, good pursuit from the backside and shutting down that play before it had a chance to do anything.
So still in the game is Tyler Miller. I don't know if this is a designed play, but Miller going to hand it on up, and that's going to be received and run up the middle by Kylan Connor. Connor getting, we'll say, maybe 4 on the play, so it would have been 3rd and, now going to be 3rd and about 4-yard lines, maybe 3rd and 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4, so a 4-yard gain. Big 3rd down is Connor as well as Miller still out there on the side of Papio South Titans. Interesting to see here. 3rd and 4 from their own 38. Miller gets a snap. He's going to fake pitch it, run it towards the far side. He'll get it up for the 1st down and is brought down. Stopped there on the play. Going to be Trevor Chrisman. But a 1st down for Tyler Miller. That one looks to be a gain of about 6 yards from Miller. Enough for the 1st down and moving the chains.
Miller showing the wheels, got a great block on the left side. Bulldogs had trouble getting through that defensive line. The defensive line won it that time, that play.
3:24 left to go here in quarter number 2. 15-14 is the lead for the Titans at their own 44-yard line. In motion goes Skogerby. Miller looking, pump fake and brought down from behind. Big man with the big moves. Now we're going to be Jackson Halverson. Jackson Halverson with a big sack right on that left side of the line. And instead of it being 1st and 10, it's now 2nd and 17.
Yeah, there you go. That's that pressure in the backfield. The Dogs had got to keep on. When it's happened, it's been really disruptive to that offense. And play taking a little longer to develop there, and that worked in the Dogs' favor.
Miller in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right side. Still looking, going to throw it to his right side, and that's caught on the side by James Mallory. See, does Mallory get back to the line of scrimmage? He will get back to the line of scrimmage. Jackson Creel with the tackle. So with that, for Mallory, it's a gain of 7. It's now 3rd and 10 on their side, coming in on the side from Tyler Miller. So a big 3rd down and long, but is most likely going to be 4th down territory here. 1:54 left to go here in the second quarter. Timeout, though, being called on the side of, looks like on the side of the Titans. So with that, hey, we'll also take a little break. We come back, still more quarter 2 action. Titans driving, but running out of time. 1:51 left to go. They lead over the Bulldogs 15-14. More action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, as always, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
CT Computer Services of North Platte on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays. So, if your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The everyday basic tune-up price is only $50, and you can save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services of North Platte sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call at 534-3628.
Do you have a growing family? Or maybe your kids are moving away and you want a little less house than before? Gateway Realty wants to partner with you to list your house and get you a new place that fits you. Contact any of the marketing professionals at Gateway Realty today. They will walk you through listing your house and assist in the search for the next chapter of your home buying experience. Let us help you sell your house. Like us on Facebook and see what is new for sale.
North Platte Post Sports.
Miller stepping out in the shotgun. He's going to throw it over the middle of the field, and nowhere even close to Tyler Skogerby. Royson Skogerby. And with that, the punting unit is coming out here. That is a huge stop for the Bulldogs. It's now 1:47 left to go. 4th down and 10. Now the first punt unit and first punt attempt for either side in this ball game coming late in the second quarter.
Yeah, big stop there defensively for the Bulldogs. And 3rd down, been a little trouble for the Dogs as they've given up some 3rd downs on penalties, some discipline, encroachment type penalties, but a big stand there of confidence for your offense.
So coming on to punt, it's going to be Caden Frederick. It's a high spiral towards the sideline and will fall out of bounds. I'm going to say maybe around the 25-yard line. So with that, we'll take another quick break. Come back, more second quarter action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
This is Dwayne McClain with Nebraska Land Brokers featured property. North River Road Meadow is 140 acres of meadow located 5 miles northwest of North Platte on North River Road. It is cross-fenced and includes a windmill for stock water. Looking for a spot to build your new home with productive land and very good access? Take a look here. This property would be available for immediate possession upon closing. Take a look at North River Road Meadow and all my properties at NebraskaLandBrokers.com or give me a call at 308-532-LAND.
North Platte Post Sports.
There was a penalty on the kickoff. Too many men in the backfield. So with that, it's now 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs' 35-yard line after the 3 and out and the punt on the side of the Titans. As Johnson going to hand it out to Robley up the middle, spinning his way down. Brock Robley on the carry. We're going to say Robley got a good solid gain of maybe 7. He will get 7, and with that, 2nd down and 4. Correction, 6 on the play, so now it's 2nd and 4. 1:16 left to go here in the quarter. In the second quarter, might I add. Bulldogs trailing 15-14. Robley again with it. Tackled in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage on that play.
Nowhere to go. The middle just collapsed on Brock and ran into a sea of black jerseys.
Sea of black jerseys. Another timeout on the side of the Bulldogs. With that, we'll take yet another timeout. 15-14 the score. A minute left to go here in the first half. That is right. Papillion South leading 15-14. More action here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
I had questions about solar power, so I called the professionals at Panhandle Solar, and I'm glad I did. By having solar panels installed, I increased my home's value, dramatically cut my electricity bill, and it's good for the planet. Yes, installing solar panels is the only investment that I know of that pays you back while saving you money. Call Roger at Panhandle Solar, 308-464-0462. Call today to take advantage of the tax credit that ends soon, 464-0462. Have a sunny day.
This is LaVista, Vice President and Mortgage Lender at Western Nebraska Bank. Did you know that we make loan decisions locally and that each of our lenders have a voice in the decision-making process? We can do mortgages up to 30 years fixed.
North Platte Post Sports.
3rd and 6 here on the 39-yard line. Flag on the play, going to be a false start, it looks like, on the side, and it will be a false start on the side of the Bulldogs coming out of the timeout. So a loss of 2 to begin with from Robley. With that, it's now 3rd and 11. Thank you, of course, again to Premier Toyota, Shelter Insurance Agents Brett Rogo and Pete Volz, and Sand Hills State Bank for sponsoring today's game, as well as our double dips for our starting lineups as Johnson's going to patch it out to Tilford. Tilford cuts back, has some daylight, trying to get towards the out-of-bounds side, but won't be able to walk out. So 15-14 where we sit with 48 seconds left to go. One timeout on the side of the Bulldogs with 42 seconds. Clock is ticking. 4th down and about, we'll say 4th and 4 following the pickup from Tilford. That one's going to be...
Great job by Tilford there. Sorry to interrupt, but it got wrapped up after about a yard past the line of scrimmage and able to keep his balance and get some extra yards that may give him a shot at this one.
So a timeout taken on the side of the Titans with 20 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. And with that, keep it right on over here. As the I keep saying Nationals because baseball just finished up, American Legion baseball, but Bulldogs, that's the team we're covering right now. I'll get her. 15-14 is where they are trailing right now. Papillion South. Been a very low-scoring affair, but Bulldogs really putting up some high-energy offense in terms of breaking off some big runs. Of course, Brock Robley getting the 41-yard touchdown run to get the first score of the game for the Bulldogs, and from that point on been relatively quiet offensively.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, those big plays have come as a result of great blocking by the Bulldogs, both by the line on the inside and by the guys on the outside who are blocking upfield. That last touchdown for the Bulldogs made possible due to a big block by Caleb Kincaid. So, hey, if you're going to run the ball successfully, you got to block successfully. So far, the Dogs scoring about a C+ in my book.
4th and 4, a punt unit coming on for the Bulldogs. His back is going to be James Mallory. Here comes the punt. It's a nice wobbler. Going to go in towards about the 22-yard line. Mallory picks it up. Flags all over the field as down he goes with 10 seconds left to go. So we've got some flags down. Looking like a block in the back on the side of the Titans. And with that, what would have been starting position at around the 29-yard line, going to be maybe even pushed backwards and waiting to see what the call is. The ball is positioned at the 29, but the refs are at the 42-yard line of the Titans. Well, they re-picked the ball. Well, have they re-picked the ball up? We're still discussing what this penalty is. No real clear determination. So it's 15-14 Papillion South over North Platte. Bulldogs with 10 seconds left to go here in the first half. And they are going to call it as a holding.
Take your pick. The hold on the back.
So take your pick. There's a penalty somewhere on the field.
Right.
So what would have been pretty okay starting position for the Titans with 10 seconds left, that's now going to push them back. I mean, not much you can really do at 10 seconds. Sometimes you can hope that you can do something or maybe do a little more.
Yeah, man, hope you don't turn it over.
That's what you
don't
really
want to get too bold. And I'll tell you what, you got a lead, not much of a lead, but like to take that in halftime. I think
that's what they're
play
doing
conservatively here.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing with the kneel down formation, and they will get the kneel down as back in at quarterback should be Sam Schuler. That's what it looks like, and they take the knee, and with that, we're going to head into halftime. Papillion South with a 15-14 lead over the North Platte Bulldogs in game number 1 of week 0 coverage. We'll also be taking a real quick little break. We come back. Hey. You know what time it is? Because I know what time it is. It is halftime coverage. I love it. You love to hear it. We love to see it. Halftime coverage. We come back. Get our halftime underway. More just right here. FM 91, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Do you have a growing family? Or maybe your kids are moving away and you want a little less house than before? Gateway Realty wants to partner with you to list your house and get you a new place that fits you. Contact any of the marketing professionals at Gateway Realty today. They will walk you through listing your house and assist in the search for the next chapter of your home buying experience. Let us help you sell your house. Like us on Facebook and see what is new for sale.
How would you like to get a warranty on a used car, truck, or SUV? When you purchase a qualified pre-owned vehicle at Premier Toyota in North Platte, it comes with a 6-month or 6,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. 6 months or 6,000 miles, whichever comes first. That is totally awesome when you are buying a pre-owned vehicle. Stop out and talk to the friendly staff at Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 today. Take a test drive and get a warranty on qualified pre-owned vehicles. Let's go places.
CT Computer Services of North Platte on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays. So, if your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The everyday basic tune-up price is only $50, and you can save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services of North Platte sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call at 534-3628.
Express AVL is your headquarters to make your sound system go from good to great. Express AVL has your mobile audio via solutions for your car, truck, boat, RV, and even your motorcycle. Need a backup camera or rear seat entertainment? Express AVL has you covered. Expert installation with top-of-the-line systems. Stop in today and check out all of their products to enhance your listening experience. Express AVL, 1108 Rodeo Road, North Platte. Express AVL, living loud.
Swift Auto Center.
You're listening to Bulldog Athletics with Swift Auto Center of North Platte on KWOQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to Foundation Field. Papillion, LaVista South taking on North Platte Bulldogs. Week 0 of football. Hey, it's high school football. I'm so excited. The game actually has been very, very exciting. 15-14 halftime stats provided by Lion-X and 308 Uplifters of North Platte, offering spray and bed liners and a full line of accessories, floor mats, mud flaps, coolers, and more. Let's kind of go through some of these stats with Papillion South leading on over the Bulldogs. It was kind of a weird setting in the second, in the second quarter, where we saw Tyler Miller and Sam Schuler. So Sam Schuler right now going 2 for 3. Around 30 yards. I messed up my. Here's the thing. I have a.
Take your shoes off.
I have a sheet. I have a Google Sheets, and you got to set up your formulas. Well, I messed the formula up. So,
yeah.
But Sam Schuler over here, 3 for 4, 34 yards. Hasn't really been doing that much offensively in terms of the passing game, but really it's been Devin Jones here in the running attack. He's up to 15 carries already here through the first half. First half coverage here. He's just been putting it up on the side of Papillion, LaVista South. And the same goes on the side of your Bulldogs. Starting off with how do I describe it? A bang. An explosion of offense, might I add. Their first drive, 2 plays, 82 yards, capping it off on a 41-yard TD run from Brock Robley. We can really attribute that 82 yards to a lot of foul issues. 2 big fouls on the side of Papillion South to get the Bulldogs within 1.
Yeah, I mean, penalties were a factor in the first half on both sides of the ball. I think more detrimental to Papillion LaVista South with, 25, maybe 30 yards in penalties just on their first possession.
It was pretty big.
It was the Bulldogs, actually the Bulldogs' first possession with a couple face masks and then a third face mask coming late. So big penalties for Papillion LaVista. For the Dogs, it's been more of those 5-yard discipline type penalties, jumping early, things like that. But penalties a factor, I think, for both sides. I imagine both coaches going to say, hey, man, we got to keep that dirty laundry off the field, especially when it's mental mistakes. You know, sometimes hold's going to happen no matter how hard you try, but those mental penalties you can definitely eliminate.
You really can, and then we see, again, in the second drive for Papillion South, same thing, penalties, as it resulted, though, them in an 8-play, 82 yards, excuse me and my proper math here. I'll get it right. But 82 yards in 8 plays, capping it off on their side with the Keelan Connor 2-yard touchdown run and the extra point putting up Papillion South 15-7. But Bulldogs able to answer back on a 9-play, 91-yard drive, leaving 5:12 left to go here in quarter number 2 action, putting the game 15-14, and that's where we are currently sitting at right now. Papillion South Titans 15, North Platte Bulldogs 14. Scott, before we head into our little commercial here, what kind of things have excited you about this team? Kind of a little taste of what we'll talk in the second segment of our halftime show.
Yeah, well, hey, I think we've seen what we hoped we would see out of Brock Robley. You know, obviously one of the main guys that's coming back to this Bulldog team from last season that was an impact player for him. And he's done his job, done a great job. young quarterback, new quarterback for the Bulldogs. I think Jonason has done a good job of keeping things going, keeping everything organized and under control. He's contributed himself with a couple nice runs. Bulldogs, though, depending on that run, so far the line doing a great job. You got to imagine Papillion LaVista South is talking run defense in the locker room at halftime and what they're going to do to stop that run up the middle, because that's where Brock's been dangerous.
Brock's been dangerous up there. Hey, we'll take a break. We come back, more of our halftime coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming as always on the beautiful NorthPlattePost.com.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank. Member FDIC.
Ooh, boy, the summer is flying by at Larry's RV in North Platte. Stop by if you're looking for a new RV or needing parts and accessories. New Bullet travel trailers are arriving, and Rockwell travel trailers and fifth wheels coming soon. A new 2022 Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel is here. A very spacious living room and an island kitchen that has a wine refrigerator. A large bedroom slide extends into the bathroom, and a cozy fireplace in the living room. Tour the new Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel at Larry's RV in North Platte today. Easy financing also available with approved credit.
It's the summer of savings at Bill Summers Ford, Lincoln, Honda, Nissan. New inventory arriving daily, and your summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at BillSummers.com. Open 24/7 and like Bill Summers on Facebook for even more deals. Bill Summers.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available too.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to halftime here. Papillion South leading North Platte Bulldogs, North Platte High School Bulldogs, 15-14 as we are just getting underway here. Actually, the marching band for Papillion South. Scott kind of hinted on and talked about a little bit of the action going on in the first half. So let's kind of dive a little bit deeper into that. Caden Jonason, of course, the starting quarterback. His real first official senior start. Yeah, he's done a couple, I wouldn't say spot starts, but some appearances last year. How do you think so far he's been looking? Looks really good on the run, in my opinion. And he hit that pass before it was taken back on that penalty.
Yeah, I think Caden looks pretty comfortable back there, and I think that's what you're most concerned about with a young quarterback is he going to settle in? Is he going to be the field general that you need him to be? I hate to use that term because it's so cliche, but that's really what they are. I think you can describe the leader in every other sport as a quarterback, and everyone knows what you mean. You need that guy to be under control, and I think so far Jonason has showed that to us. Like you said, he's been productive with his feet. He's seen some holes. He's hit the holes. He had the one nice completion that unfortunately, as you mentioned, called back. But I think Jonason been playing mature in the backfield, and I think that's what Coach Altic wanted to see out of his young quarterback.
He really has looked poised. It's not like you can see with some quarterbacks when their first start, when the pocket collapses, you can see they get kind of jittery and rush to a position where it could have been better if he ran here, or if he took a deep breath and surveyed the field and they found a better option. But so far in the two drives that we've seen Caden Jonason out there throwing the ball and also running it, he's looked very poised, found the opening hole. Big run on his first run of the game to get that first down after that big penalty that brought them back. So I think for his first big start as a sophomore, it's what you could have asked for. Not making mistakes, making the right play, and also when he hit that pass right on the money.
Yeah, for sure. Those are confidence-building things. You know, you hit the big run, that boosts your confidence. Even though the pass came back, hey, you know you're capable. Hopefully that gives the coaches some confidence, too. Makes them feel they can open up that playbook a little bit. Maybe see him go to the air. You'll hear me say it all season. I want him to throw the ball.
He wanted to throw the ball more.
Yeah, you know, I think maybe open that up a little bit because, as I said, I guarantee you Papillion LaVista South's focus right now in the locker room is stopping Brock Robley from running up the middle on him because that's what's been killer. Even though we have seen some big plays to the outside, the consistent threat to Papillion LaVista South has been right up the middle with Brock Robley. So you may have to adjust in order to compensate for the defensive adjustments.
You know, in good transition there, Brock Robley, man, he's been on fire. Had that big 41-yard touchdown run on the first drive for the Bulldogs offensively. As you said, the question when we were coming and talking about this game wasn't about, you know, can they run it up the middle. We all know Brock Robley is that big power back that's just going to just muddy it down there and get those yards that many would consider, you know, dirty 2-yard, 3-yard runs. But it does come down to you lose Genatone, you lose really that big pop to the outside, that real burst of acceleration and speed. What was this offense going to look like? And I think through the limited time we've seen 2 offensive drives, Colton Tilford picking up kind of where he left off, maybe as that next Genatone replacement. You know, we can replace really what you know Vince had last year, but right now you can see maybe, you know, those outside runs, if they developed a little better, he could pop those suckers off, and even Jonasson.
Yeah, you know, I think as we talked about, as you said on the drive up here when we weren't dodging funnel clouds and semis, it was seriously, man, we had everything. But no, I think what the Bulldogs need and what may probably still in question is who's going to be your big play guy. You had that in Vince Genatone. You mentioned he was a threat for the big play from multiple positions for the Bulldogs last year. So yeah, that was obviously one of Coach Altic's focuses was filling those shoes. Yeah, as you mentioned, Brock productive for the Bulldogs, a big part of the Bulldog offense last year, but he was more of that bruiser, more of that, hey, we need 3-4 yards, but let's get Robley in the backfield. I think you saw potential from Brock. He busted a couple big ones, and that's what I think the Bulldogs really need to find is who's going to be that big play guy, because playing Class A football, you're going to have to bust a big play here and there in order to maybe win those close ones.
And that's what they're looking for. Hey, we'll take a break, and we come back. We'll have one more break before we get into second half coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump and Quick Stop with the Dino Pay app. Dino Pay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair Dino Pay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Experience is something many can claim, but few can live up to. Larry's Glass has decades of experience, from small window jobs to large industrial businesses. Larry's has the right experience to get the work completed and looking incredible the first time. No more rookies looking at your window and trying to figure out if it's glass or if it's plastic. Larry's Glass has the knowledge, expertise, and experience to handle every type of glass situation. Others say they have it, only Larry's can claim it. Experience. Find it at Larry's Glass in North Platte.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Downloading the app is free and easy. Simply visit your app store and search for North Platte School District. Once it's downloaded, you can adjust the settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are MPPS. Come grow with us.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Foundation Fuel. I got Scott eating his very delicious hamburger, actually. I really like it. I got him really off guard. He's not ready for it. He wasn't ready for me.
Got the Titan burger I'm pounding here, bro.
So we are here in second half time. 15-14 is Papillion South's lead over the North Platte Bulldogs here. Week 0, game number 1 of the season on the road in Omaha. Talking about how these young guys and even those experienced returners, poor Scott over here, he's trying not to laugh as he's getting ready.
Yeah, when you're trying, you ever notice when you're like, sorry, little bun coming at you, heads up. No, you ever notice when you're like trying to hurry and chew, it takes longer?
Oh, it's worse. Well,
somehow.
Here's the thing, like, it just gets sometimes, like, the bread gets stuck and it's just the worst.
Yeah, the roof of the
Yeah.
Come on. I'm sorry.
We're
People may be eating a late dinner.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah. But yes.
I know some people playing a drinking game at my expense, so I'm going to get them hammered in a second.
Scott out here not only providing the entertainment, but also sometimes the suffering of some of his diehard fans. So Papillion South 15, North Platte Bulldogs 14. Been talking about the youth on the side of the Bulldogs. Hey, let's kind of turn the coin over to the side of Papillion South. Same kind of experience, in terms of a lot of new young guys stepping in, but the real experienced leader on that team, Devin Jones, just running on over the Bulldogs. Defensively on the outside, not on the inside where he's been having his most trouble.
Yeah, for sure. He's been trouble for the Bulldogs, as you mentioned. A big, strong kid. I mean, not an easy kid to bring down. It's not like we're sitting here saying, how come they can't get him down? I mean, he's powerful. He keeps the legs moving. But the Dogs have missed a lot of opportunities to stop him before those yards after contact, which is what has kind of been his bread and butter, I think, throughout the first half, was getting those yards after he should have been down because the Bulldogs weren't wrapping up tackles. Doing a pretty good job of getting low, but as you mentioned early on, when you're up against a guy that big, you got to go even lower, and you got to wrap up. And he was breaking a lot of tackles. Big, strong guy. Been trouble for the Bulldogs.
Now, we actually talked in a little side conversation about the two quarterback offense and how you had a burning hatred for the two quarterback offense. And we've been seeing actually, and in an interesting development in the second quarter, Tyler Miller getting snaps over Sam Schuler for Papillion South, as well as Kalen Connor getting snaps over Devin Jones. Do you think maybe that was just a planned rest thing, or is there maybe a little bit of a competition brewing out there for Papillion South?
Yeah, I have no idea. Obviously, you saw, as you mentioned, the second quarterback, and we thought maybe it was just a play or two, but he finished out the second half. So early on, the coaches may see this as a good opportunity to not only see both of the quarterbacks, but see them when they're being challenged, because this has been a challenging football game for both sides of the ball. So a great opportunity to test your quarterback, I think, and see what they can do if maybe you are on the cusp. But overall, the two quarterback system sucks, man.
I can see Scott's head kind of smoking with his anger.
Well, to me, it's just a chemistry thing. I mean, when you're talking the quarterback, you got to have first and foremost chemistry with your center. I mean, if you're having bad exchanges between your quarterback and your center, go watch some old Denver Broncos games. You'll see what happens to you when that happens, because we saw it with the Broncos. You're a Broncos fan. We've been through it. But it's a big deal. And I think that's the first place where the chemistry starts. Then you talk about ball in the gut of your backs. Quarterbacks deliver the ball differently into the gut. Then we didn't see a lot of passing, but we did see some passing. You kind of get gelling, get in a groove with one quarterback, and then all of a sudden a different style. It's kind of like compared to volleyball, the two-setter system. Man, my opinion is always, if you have a setter that can play all the way around, man, might be better. It's a chemistry thing. I think it's the same thing with your quarterback. Worked out well. Both quarterbacks, I thought, played fairly solid for the time they were in the game for the Titans.
Yeah, and you talked about the Denver Broncos, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater, two-quarterback system. Yeah. And they talked about it. They were the two most opposite quarterbacks you can see. Yeah. Drew Lock had a hard ball. Teddy Bridgewater had that soft little floater, easy to catch.
Yeah.
And, it's tough to quantify out there the same thing, who throws a harder spiral, tighter spiral, easier ball to catch. But that point comes up if you're a wide receiver, because you have to then refocus in on how you're going to approach that down or with that quarterback in, and that just causes problems upon problems. But so far for Papillion South, eking and holding on to this small little lead right now, 15-14. Update in Bridgeport. That's right, update in Bridgeport. North Platte St. Pat's leading Bridgeport 28-14 in the third quarter. Hey, we'll step away here. Thank you for tuning in to our halftime show, sponsored by LineX for all of our stats, and 308 Uplifters as they offering spray and bet liners and a full line of accessories, floor mats, mud flaps, coolers, and more. We come back, second half coverage here from Foundation Field. We'll have that action right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Your loved one needs home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, helping clients keep their lifestyle.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
North Platte Post Sports.
Here comes the boom, everybody. It's the second half. Bulldogs will be receiving the second half kickoff. They are trailing the Titans of Papillion, LaVista South, 15-14 here in game number 1, week 0. I was about to say week number 0, but that kind of doesn't roll off the tongue as smoothly as I was hoping. So Bulldogs really showing some flashes offensively for this young team, really making you wonder, what in this second half can head coach Kurt Altic do in his first official game to not only stop Devin Jones, but also exploit the running defense of Papillion LaVista South, as out here comes the kicker, Christian Campbell. As here we go, kicking up. Christian Campbell, turning the lights on. I can see better. I'm blind. I might be an old man at this point. Not as old as my co-host Scott Carlson.
Hey, easy,
as here comes Campbell, going to kick it deep to Jace Powell, who should be back there. Out goes the kick. Picked up by Powell at the 2-yard line. He's going to run to the near side, looking for a block. Keeps it going, and a flag is down at around the 30-yard line. He'll pick up, we'll say maybe 10 or 11 towards the 20, but there is a foul.
What, a flag?
I know, can you believe that? But let's be real here. In the first game of a season, you kind of have to expect flags like these for a little sloppiness.
Yeah, that's what I alluded to earlier. You expect, in a way, you don't want to see them, but you expect to see them early on. The real question is, does that improve as you go throughout the season, or continue to plague you?
That's what you always want. And excuse me, I had a cough there. It is going to probably go against the side, and it will look like go against the side of the Bulldogs, backing them up. They were at around the 20-yard line in terms of their starting field position here in the second half. I got something on my throat as it's a holding call on the side of the Bulldogs. So with that, half a distance to the goal. Going to be 1st and 10 at around the 10-yard line in their own territory. Then Caden Jonason in at quarterback. One wide receiver to the near side as about ready to get underway. Jonason now back under center with Robley right behind him. Jonason gets ready. In motion, they're going to hand it off to Robley. Robley off the right side gets pummeled immediately by 2 Titans defenders. Well, let's see what Brock Robley can get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to be generous. They are, and they're going to say he gets back for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, might have eked out half a yard there, but that was tough going. There you go. That's it. My suspicions were that they were going to come out and defend the middle of the field, obviously early first play, but so far They're defending that middle of the field pretty tough.
2nd and 10 at the 10, their own 10-yard line. Is waiting for the play call. Comes Jonasson. He's going to get it back under center. They go. Come the Bulldogs. Tight formation once more. Single eye formation. In motion comes a Bulldog. Going to hand out to Robley again. Another flag as Brock Robley breaks it to the open field, and he'll get down after a solid gain of 15, but a flag down at around the line of scrimmage. Looking like another formation error if I had to guess. And again, it's so tough about running this triple option is you have to line up precisely and indicate where you are, or you're just going to get too many members on a certain line. And it is going to go against the Bulldogs. Wait for the call from the official.
Illegal shift.
Ooh. So an illegal shift.
Yeah. That's what you said. The Bulldogs, they like to use that motion to try for a little deception, maybe to catch the defense cheating. But unfortunately, like you said, the mechanics have all got to be on point.
And on point, unfortunately, in that run, they were not. So now it's 2nd down and 15 inside their own 6-yard line. Jonasson has a wide receiver to the far side, probably be Colton Tilford in motion. They're going to actually keep it for Jonasson. He has some open field, cuts back upfield, but he's tackled from behind. That one is going to be tackled by Ben Schaefer. But looking like a good solid pickup of maybe 7. It will be 7 from quarterback Caden Jonasson. Now 3rd and 7.
One of those 7-yard runs that looked like it was a lot less than that, just because he worked hard for it, broke a couple tackles, really wanted to beat, and he might have had a good run out of that.
So now 3rd and 7 at their own 13-yard line here in the 3rd quarter. Jonasson under center with Robley right behind him. 2 wide receiver set. In motion comes fumble on the play actually before, but picked back up by Caden Jonasson as in motion came Tilford. So what would have probably been a pitch out, but after the fumble and recovery, that's a 3 and out on the side of, the Bulldogs to punt. So back deep to return James Mallory on the side of the Titans.
Got lucky there. That could have been a deadly turnover for the Bulldogs early in the second half, deep in your own territory. Fortunately, I think it was Robley that was able to scoop it up and at least fall forward.
As that one almost blocked, but a bad punt. That's going to be way short. He's still inside Bulldog territory. And that's probably going to line them up. Oh, they're really weighing them back. All the way at their Bulldog 30, maybe 29-yard line. So that's where the Titans will start in their first drive of the second half. They're running it out there to start this already. But it looked like he kind of tried to rush it on the punt. I believe that one was actually Colton Tilford. And because of that, went weird off of his foot out of bounds.
Yeah, that's where you hear the coach yelling, keep your eye on the ball. Watch the ball hit your foot. The head came up, and the ball went off the side of the foot.
Schuler hands it to Jones right at the middle, powering his way for a solid gain of, we'll say maybe 4 from one Devin Jones. So looking to see him on the side of the Titans continue really his really strong start to this game for him at the moment. So here we go, 2nd down and about 7 yards. They're going to hand it right back up the middle, bursting it up into the hole. Down after a solid game. Looking to see that one again, Devin Jones. He'll get enough for the first down, and he'll get a good solid gain of about 9.
Big run. That's what we've seen Jones do all night, is break those shoestring tackles. He's proven to the Dogs you're not going to tackle him grabbing an ankle. Going to have to do a better job once again of wrapping Jones up, or he is going to keep getting those yards after contact.
And that after contact, really the big storyline so far in this ball game, up to 92 yards for Devin Jones. He's going to get more, running up the middle, has some territory. After that 1st and 10 at the 17, he's going to make his way solid gain of, we'll say, looks like 6, so it's going to be 2nd and 4. And with that, it's going to be 2nd and 4. 7:45 left to go here in quarter number 3. Titans leading the Bulldogs 15-14.
Tell you what, I got to get the old voice in football season shape, man. I mean, I talk all day for a living, but
it's a different animal out there. Yeah. Pitch it to Jones on the outside, and he is swarmed by a plethora of Bulldogs there. Caleb Kincaid on the tackle. We'll see if Jones got back to the line of scrimmage to salvage that play. They are going to say he did get back, so now it's 3rd down. And he got 1 yard. Give him a yard, a generous yard, might I add. So it's 3rd and 3 inside Bulldog territory at the 10-yard line. And now subbing on in for the Bulldogs comes Reese Kircher. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side being Seth Allen. As Schuler in, back and going to the right, looking to throw. He's going to take off and run for it. Has open daylight and tackled from behind.
Ooh. Evidently not.
Scott Carlson looking for a face mask.
Boy, did you see that?
I think he grabbed the shoulder pad.
Maybe it was just look high from.
But
maybe it was the angle.
But still a first down on the run from Sam Schuler, and that's going to be his 4th run on the day. Good gain of 8, and they are now 1st and goal at the Bulldogs 2-yard line with a running clock, 6:30 left to go. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Empty backfield. Looks to be a Wildcat formation to Devin Jones. In motion comes a man. They're going to take it to Jones. Jones stutter stepping, and he waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. 2-yard run from Devin Jones on that play after what appeared to be excuse me, a 6-play drive. Now it's 21-14.
Yeah, the Devin Jones show, a great field position given to the Titans by the Bulldogs on the botched punt. And the Titans doing what you need to do when you're given those opportunities, and that's scoring, getting points up on the board. Devin Jones, so again, trouble early here for the Bulldogs.
Trouble early as out now comes to kick Christian Campbell. 21-14 now the lead for Papillion South over North Platte. Bulldogs trailing. The kick is up from Campbell. Right down the middle. It is good. So with that, 22-14, the lead now. We'll take a break. Hey, when we come back, we're going to have the second offensive drive for the Bulldogs with 6:13 left to go here in quarter number 3. They trail the Titans 22-14. Hey, more action here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Ooh, boy, the summer is flying by at Larry's RV in North Platte. Stop by if you're looking for a new RV or needing parts and accessories. New Bullet travel trailers are arriving, and Rockwell travel trailers and fifth wheels coming soon. A new 2022 Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel is here. A very spacious living room and an island kitchen that has a wine refrigerator. A large bedroom slide extends into the bathroom and a cozy fireplace in the living room. Tour the new Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel at Larry's RV in North Platte today. Easy financing also available with approved credit.
With lots of new and pre-owned vehicles, Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte is ready to help you get into the ride you've been dreaming of, whether you want to buy or lease. Find out for yourself what an enjoyable experience it is to do business with the staff at Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota also offers the Toyota Cares maintenance plans. Test drive a new Toyota today and like them on Facebook for what's new. Let's go places. Premier Toyota in North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. It is 6:14 left to go in the third quarter. Titans lead the Bulldogs 22-14 as Christian Campbell looking to kick it off. Deep to return Eli Broman on the side of the Bulldogs. Scott Carlson making a snide comment that there's lightning out in the distance and scaring all of us.
I was just noting its beauty.
Yeah. The deep kick going to go into Broman's hands around the 3. Going to go towards the far sideline, cutting back inside, but he is stuffed at the 10-yard line. Swarm of Titans defenders just running it in and tackling Eli Broman.
Monumental moment in the game, Paxton. A kickoff with no flags.
Whoa!
Come on,
There we go. Get the music pumped up. We're getting excited
Got to play
here.
Who Let the Dogs Out.
Hey, thank you to our premier sponsors today, Premier Toyota, River's Edge Golf Course, as well as CT Computer Troubleshooters. It's 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line for the Bulldogs. They trail 22-14. Jonasson underneath center with Robley right behind him in the single I formation. One wide receiver to the far side. Trevor Chrisman at tight end, as well as Caleb Kincaid and Colton Tilford. Jonasson under center. Going to hand it out to Robley. Robley has a hole, and he's going to be thrown down after a good solid gain of 4 from Brock Robley as he's able to rumble his way down. We'll say solid gain of 6 on the play. So with that, it's now 2nd and 4 on the side of the Bulldogs, still in their own territory at the 14-yard line. Robley getting the majority of the carries here for the Bulldogs, as to be expected.
Oh.
As a fumble on the player, excuse me,
a
big old sack. As my bad, they were going to try to give it to Colton Tilford again on the reverse, but Trace Marco sniffing it out right away.
Marco.
And just big sack, big loss of, I have to do the math, about 4 on the play.
He not only read it like a book, he kicked back in the lazy boy and waited while he read it.
He waited and waited and pounced on it. 3rd down and now 9 corrections, so it's minus 5 yards. So big 3rd down, looking to not go back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Bulldogs to start the second half. It's one of those things with this triple option. 4 play. Oh, they're going to pass it. Jonasson going to go deep down the sideline. Oh, just out of the grasp of Trevor Chrisman. No flag on the play.
There we go. I like the choice. I like taking the chance. Got to throw the ball. He looked good throwing it.
He did. And it's
I'm
not
just
like
saying, he looked good throwing it.
Looked very good. Had tight spiral, not really overthrew it. Just a little too much touch on it. But really, other than that, he couldn't have asked for not only better play calling, better throw, but also better coverage.
Yeah.
So another 3-and-out. That's a back-to-back 3-and-out on the side of the Bulldogs, as here comes the punt. Nice little squibbler from Tilford. He's going to keep rolling to the 50. Picked up by Mallory. Going to go towards the 40. Cuts back upfield. Has some daylight. Now around the 45-yard line, as I about saw Scott Carlson jump out of this press box. The Chalison over here. But we'll take a break. We come back. Another second offensive possession for the Titans. They lead 22-14 over North Platte Bulldogs. More action here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming, northplattepost.com.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmers insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Nora is a Runza insider.
Yeah. Little secret for you.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. It was a quick turnaround offensively that we missed it. Deep catch on the far side that resulted in a touchdown for Papillion, LaVista South. What was 22-14. Wait, hold up now. There's a penalty
Dirty
on
laundry.
the field.
Hold on now.
Hold on now. There's a flag on the play. That one was going to be thrown and caught by Keenan Flannery, but there is a flag down.
Man, I was still trying to figure out the clock, and I look up, and there's a dude wide open. That was quick.
That's what happens when you get play action passing.
Yeah.
Is we're waiting to see the call, and they're going to say the score will be good. One play going all the way, 43-yard touchdown pass to Keegan Flannery. One play. 43 yards, results in a touchdown. It is now, at the moment, if I do the math correctly, 28-14 to 14, pending the extra point to make it 29.
My math is correct. I'm quicker than this scoreboard operator, I'm telling you. And I'm doing color, kind of, and eating Titan burgers.
Scott's doing it all tonight. So with that extra point, or pending the now 2-point conversion, it looks like 28-14 is where we sit.
They're going into kick.
And now they go into kick. So again, 43-yard touchdown pass. Whoa. And unsportsmanlike, that happened after. So a personal conduct policy, that looked like it happened after the play, so the touchdown will still stand. So it's still 28-14, but that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
All right. Yeah, I did not see what happened. Hopefully the guys down in the production van can get that one pulled up for us. Happy intern out there.
Happy intern, but again, after it happened, after the play, so because of that, the play will still stand.
Right.
If it happened before, it wouldn't stand, but because it happened after the play was already snapped, results in the touchdown good, and now we're looking at a very, very long field goal here from Christian Campbell. The kick is up.
Blocked.
And blocked by the Bulldogs. So we'll still stay 28-14, so only 2 touchdowns, the lead currently at the moment for the Titans. We'll step away once again with 4:18 left to go here in quarter number 3. Titans 28, Bulldogs 14.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. 28-14, the Titans lead over the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. 4:18 left to go. As Christian Campbell.
Stand up now, man. I got to get
Scott needs to get,
this.
Scott's a person who likes to walk around. He doesn't like to sit still very long. So the fact that he had to sit still a little too much, as that one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback back there, Colton Tilford. So third offensive possession here in this quarter for the Bulldogs, trailing 28-14. What do they need to do this drive, Scott, to really get back on track?
Yeah, I tell you what, you've seen the style of offense the Bulldogs play. That's running the ball. You got to pound the ball. You got to have time to pound the ball. Dogs have got to put some points on the board, in my opinion, quick here. Find a way to do it quick and get yourself time to get that ball back and have a little time to produce. You're an offense that needs a little time to move the ball, but I think in this case you got to be a little more hasty.
Hurry up offense is what Scott Carlson is calling for. We'll see if Coach Kurt Altic agrees. 28-14, the Titans lead. In motion comes Tilford. They're going to hand it off. She's going to keep it to Joneson. They're going to pitch it. This is some wide open real estate in the left side of the field. Let's try to see, I think, who got that reception.
I think it was Tilford, I think.
No, Hayden Brower.
There we go.
Got the run, so that's a good solid gain of 5 for Hayden Brower. His first run of the night. So 2nd and 5 at the 25. I like to see more outside runs. Too much of the inside going to clog it up in the lane. So get some success on the outside. Then Brock Rowley can just continue to eat it up.
Yeah, I think Papillion LaVista South focused on stopping that inside run.
Fake the deep throw down the middle of the field, just out of reach. Wide open, had a step. That one was Brody Everts.
Yeah, man, 2 steps on him, and Jonathan just put a...
It's 3rd and 5, excuse me, but like to see that. O'Brien wide open. just a little too much behind it. Still love the confidence from Jonason to try it again. So 3rd and 5 now. Robley, actually Jonason's going to keep it. He's going to try to come back upfield. Will he get the first down? He's right next to it. And they're going to say Jonason with the keeper will get it up for the first down. A solid gain of 5. Caden Jonason. That started out at their own 10. Jonason now keeping the ball moving. 3:09 left to go in quarter number 3. Jonason has a man in motion. Hands it to Rogers. Going to hand it off to Robley. Robley up the middle, still rumbling his way. 6. Actually going to say 7 on the play for Robley. So now with that, it's going to be 2nd and 3 at their own 39. Jonason under center, in motion. Going to hand it back to Jonason. We're going to say he got enough for the first down on the 3 yards. So with that, a first down for the Bulldogs. 28-14. They're at their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Jonason under center with Robley behind him. In motion, we're going to hand it off to Robley. He has an opening towards the left side and busts his way forward. Solid gain. They're going to maybe say 7 from Brock Robley. So Max Nia with the stop. Good solid game of 7 from Robley. Back-to-back big plays from Robley when he's been handed the ball.
Yeah, there you go, and Brock Robley again taking it on his shoulders here. Dogs got to get down and score. Brock's the man if you can get it to him.
Really, this outside running has kind of helped open up the inside. They're going to pitch it to the outside. Has some daylight. There goes Tilford. He's at the 40 and pushed out of bounds, stiff-arming a man down. Colton Tilford with a big first down. We're going to see how far they're going to call it. He's going to get all the way to the 39. Good solid gain of, we'll say, 15 yards from Colton Tilford. 1st and 10 inside Titans territory to the 38. Scott, we were talking about Titans overloading the box, leaving them vulnerable on the outside.
Yeah, exactly. They knew what
was going to be going on as Robley stuffs up the middle. Solid gain of 3.
But you're right. They knew where the danger zone was, and that was Brock Robley tearing them up the middle in the first half. They've shut it down. Dogs done a great job of mixing it up, moving the outside run, which has, as you said, opened up that inside run a little bit now.
And because of that, now inside Titans territory. 1 minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jonason under center. Going to get the snap in motion. Comes a man. Jonason going to step back, looking to pass, has some pressure, still looking, going to throw it away. No intentional grounding called. So Jonason, another pass. So far, 0 for 3 on the night in terms of his completions, but they've all been good attempts. So now it's 3rd down and 7 as Trace Marco had the pressure coming in for the Titans. A huge 3rd and 7 here for the Bulldogs, who've been driving in this quarter, trailing 28-14, have to convert this to keep this game within touching distance. As Jonason glance over to the sideline, will get under center. And whistles on and a timeout going to be called on the side of the Bulldogs. 56 seconds left to go in the 3rd. They trail 28-14. Hey, with that, we'll also take a break. Come back. Bulldogs trailing Titans 28-14. More action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
It's not too late to dust off the golf clubs and head out to River's Edge Golf Club in North Platte. Summer may be coming to an end, but come out to River's Edge and you'll enjoy a course that features modern amenities with beautifully maintained lush greens and breathtaking views. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks and Keno. Remember, they're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another round sports bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
Express AVL is your headquarters to make your sound system go from good to great. Express AVL has your mobile audio via solutions for your car, truck, boat, RV, and even your motorcycle. Need a backup camera or rear seat entertainment? Express
North
AVL.
Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. Jonasson under center. Going to get the snap. Going to step back. He has the ball. Has some daylight to the left side. Spin move, but is brought down around the line of scrimmage. Maybe we say he gets one. Nope, they're going to say he just got back to the line. And with that, 4th down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, tough going there, man. Jonasson looking for any kind of a hole to penetrate through that defense, and there was a black jersey everywhere he looked.
Here we go. 4th and 8. 23 seconds now left to go in the third quarter. I would suspect maybe they're just going to run the clock out, but they're going to go for it here.
I would get going.
As Jonasson under center. In motion, steps back, going to fake it, looking to pass. He's going to throw it to a wide open man. It is caught at around the 10-yard line and brought down. There we go. Caden Jonasson with his first completion of the night, and he got out of bounds from Tilford. So with that, Colton Tilford with his first catch. A good gain of 17. And with that, it's 1st and goal at the 7 with no time left to go here in the third quarter. Big play by the North Platte Bulldogs. They're now 1st and goal inside Titans territory with 28-14 is what they're trailing. We'll step away and give you that 1st and goal. When we come back, FM 98.1, AM 1410 live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
It's the summer of savings at Bill Summers Ford, Lincoln, Honda, Nissan. New inventory arriving daily, and your summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at BillSummers.com. Open 24/7 and like Bill Summers on Facebook for even more deals. Bill Summers.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. 1st and 7 at the 7-yard line for the Titans. Bulldogs looking to score and cut this to a 1-possession game. In motion, Tilford. They're going to fake it to Jonasson, stepping back, throwing it into the end zone. Incomplete. The intended receiver being tight end Caleb Kincaid.
Darn it.
That was a great, he had him open, just couldn't get to him in time. He was going through his progressions.
Right.
So now, 1 for 5 from Caden Jonasson tonight, but still 2nd and 7. Jonasson under center. Gonna snap it, keep it himself. He's gonna juke out a guy into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 7-yard run from Caden Jonasson, and now the lead has been decreased at this mark to almost 1 possession pending the extra point. It's at 8 right now, 28-20.
Yeah, man, what a great little deception play there by Jonasson. Had the whole defense going to the right, brought it back to the left. A great job of containment blocking on the outside. 6 points for the Dogs.
6 points for the Dogs as on comes the extra point attempt. It's up. And it's good. And with that, it's 28-21. Luke Borges with the extra point. Ooh, 7-point lead here with 11:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick little break. Come back. Hey, more exciting fourth quarter coverage right here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real shakes and smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too. At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. The kick from Borges is going to go deep and received by Royson Skogerby. He's going to pick it up at the 10, going towards the outside, tiptoeing the sideline. They're going to say he stepped out at around the 10-yard line. That one, of course, being Royson Skogerby, 28-21, Titans lead over the Bulldogs. 11:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, Dogs got to get a quick stop here, in my opinion, get the ball back in their possession, and they do what we've seen them do the last couple possessions, really, and that's move the ball down the field. But first and foremost, got to get a stop, a.k.a. got to stop Devin Jones.
That's right. Devin Jones, the real threat on this drive and on many other drives on the side of Papillion LaVista South, as Sam Schuler still in at quarterback. Handed it off there. Up the middle, actually going to go Kalen Connor, it looks like. That is Connor with the carry. We're going to say good gain of 3 as Albertson, Xavier Albertson there on the tackle. As it seems like we're still seeing Schuler out there, not Tyler Miller, as Scott Carlson over here.
I told you, man, if a bug comes up on me, I freak.
Ready to jiu-jitsu his way on towards a black belt. As a
more
shotgun. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Schuler, that's to the left of him, Connor. Schuler going to get the snap, going to hand it off to Connor. Connor getting swarmed by a plethora of Bulldog defenders after that gain of 3. It's going to be at least a loss of 2 for Kalen Connor, as Kincaid is there to get the stop. So now we're sitting at a crucial 3rd and 7. We'll call it maybe 3rd and 6 on the 16-yard line of the Titans. Big 3rd down. Schuler gets the ball. It's going to be a pass. Looking, rolling out to his left. Going to try to juke a defender. Spin move, but a great tackle coming in on the side of Eli Broman. Broman with the big stop, and what would have been maybe a first down if he broke that tackle is now only going to be a small gain for Schuler of about, we'll say maybe 3, and now it's 4th and 4. Deep to return is going to be Eli Broman.
Yeah, dangerous. A high tackle by Broman, but able to muscle it out and stop him in his tracks. Great play.
So here we go. Comes the punt attempt on the side of the Titans. They're second tonight. A really low punt, It's going to get rolling, and it's going to stop at their own out of bounds 38-yard line. Wow. What a turn of events here for the Bulldogs, striking some luck as they now sit here with 9:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. Another prime position to score at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Yeah, it's same scenario that we saw reversed last quarter, and that was a muffed punt that gave Papillion LaVista South great field position. They were able to capitalize. Dogs got to capitalize here as well with great field position.
Great field position. You couldn't punctuate that any better as Caden Jonason gets under center. Going to hand it off to Tilford. Tilford running towards the right side. Hey, he might get, we'll say, around 2 yards from Colton Tilford. As Devin Jones there for the stop. So, we'll correct it to a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 at the Titans' 31-yard line. Crucial drive for the Bulldogs. Only trailing 7 here in game number 1 of the season. Jonason under center. In motion comes Tilford. Going to hand it to Robley. Robley getting stuffed almost immediately at the line of scrimmage. He maybe got 1, generously maybe 2 on that carry. Devin Jones there on the stuff as Brock Robley waltzing on out. Third down, they are going to give him 2, so now it's 3rd down and 7. If we are thinking about it. Big 3rd down, huge third down.
Tough going up the middle this second half. The Dogs got to find a way to either air it out or pop it outside right here.
Jonason completing his big 3rd down last drive that resulted almost in a touchdown. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, and he's running for it.
Boy.
Wow, he got really close to that marker on the second chance effort. They might mark him 2 yards, maybe a yard short. Jonason.
Ooh, that's close.
It's going to be dangerously close here. It's 4th and inches. Basically 4th and inches at this point following the Jonason 6-yard run. Are they going to bring out the measuring crew?
I don't think so.
I don't think they are. Oh, maybe
wow.
they are going to bring out the measuring tape here on a 4th down.
Should be able to tell.
It should be at least a couple inches short. And they're going to measure it, and he is just barely. Like, I'm talking like a
chain link.
If you remember a Post-it card. You remember that little card that they brought out during one of the NFL games? That's how thin we're talking here.
Ridiculous.
Wait, they're remeasuring it one more time even.
Well, just spotting the ball, I
was
think.
going to spot the ball here. So what is now a 4th and literally a millimeter?
Just get it.
It's as thin as a micrometer. You can almost think of it as a fingernail length. That's how close it is on this 4th down. Robley is back in. Jonason under center. Here we go. Crucial 4th and 1. They're going to quarterback keeper. He's not going to get it.
Did he fumble it?
No, he just got stuffed immediately at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to say he didn't cross that line as he got immediately stuffed on that play.
Nothing he could do about it. It was just penetration up the middle. Obviously, Papillion LaVista South knew exactly where North Platte was going to try to go with that. They stacked the box and filled the gap.
And with that, of course, the big man, Devin Jones, with the big stop on the side of Papillion LaVista South. As at the moment, Titans leading 28-21 with 7:55 left to go in the ball game. Still holding on to a 7-point lead.
Lots of time.
As my co-host here is saying, lots of time still on the clock. Connor's going to get it up the middle, stumbling his way forward for maybe a gain of about 4. As Logan Chitty is there with the tackle. Connor about 4. Let's say 2nd down and 6 for Connor. It's going to be another big series. We just can't keep talking about it, how big these series are going to be. But before we get into that, thank you to our sponsors, Premier Toyota, that was Dave's Place, and RT Computer. Troubleshooters, is that one up the middle? Devin Jones just dragging bodies, but a flag is called.
Gotta wrap him up. Gotta get low.
Gotta get low again, as there is a penalty. Again, CT Troubleshooters, also thank you for them for sponsoring today's game.
Unnecessary rough. There was a little bit extracurricular activity
on the
going
backside.
on behind the play.
Interesting what it's going to be, because if it's just a standard hold, not too big, but if it's a personal foul, that's quite a drive killer.
Now, I think there was some pushing and shoving going on after maybe a personal face mask, grabbing the face mask. It was well behind the play, though. I'm talking 15 yards behind the play.
Devin Jones just carrying bodies. Carries a bunch of Bulldogs defenders all the way to the Bulldogs 47-yard line. That's a big pickup of 24.
That hurt. You just don't need to give him any yards with the way Devin Jones is running. Bulldogs gave him some cheap ones there.
324 total rushing yards as a team for the Titans. Another run up the middle from Jones, breaking multiple tackles. He'll get another first down. That's a good, strong run from the 46 to the 43-yard line. 12-yard run and another Titan first down. The Devin Jones show just starting to pick up, and you can see why he was such a dangerous threat to any opponent last year. Again here to this young Bulldogs squad.
Yeah, they've really put the weight on Devin's shoulders, and man, he's had a great game.
Senior really popping off. 28-21, Titans lead over the Bulldogs with 6:14 left to go in the ball game. At the Bulldogs 33, Schuler gets a snap, gonna hand it to Jones, up the middle again, breaks one tackle, cuts it to the outside. He 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 33-yard touchdown run, but there's a flag on the field.
It's a hold. That's a hold.
Big, costly penalty that looks like it'll be coming back because, man, Devin Jones just gutting and running through the defense.
There was a hold from behind. That flag came late. I thought they missed it, but I think he caught it.
Interesting to see. 28-21 is where we're sitting with 5:59. Refs are talking about it.
Tackled him.
And it is a holding. That's a gutsy penalty. That is a bad penalty to take on that run. So now first down.
What, 3?
First and 3. First and 2. So first and 2, excuse me, following the penalty. 5:59 left to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs trailing the Titans 28-21. First and 2. Connor in the backfield now, subbing in for Jones. Gonna give it to Connor. He'll have enough for the first down into open territory. Big hit from Colton Tilford on the much smaller Keelan Connor. And he's slow getting up.
Forearm shiver to the head. That's dangerous.
He's looking a little shaken up on that one. And with that, though, a first down for the Titans either which way as he's slowly waltzing his way out. But after that, starting at the 25, now getting to about the 15, 10-yard run from Connor. $5:51 left to go in the fourth. First and 10 at the Bulldogs' 14-yard line. 28-21, the lead for the Titans. 4:44 now left to go here. 5:41 left to go here in this ball game as the clock is still ticking. Now 5:33. First and 10. Now the Titans will get up under formation. Out goes Connor. In comes Derek Jones, the freshman, getting some action. Handing it to Jones, and Derek Jones tackled out of bounds. Do we see a flag?
No, it probably could have been one. Little extra drive into the ground there.
Little extra tackle out of bounds. So now with Derek Jones getting the tackle. Now going to be 2nd and 5 following the 5-yard run from Derek Jones. He's up to 30 total yards rushing from him. So here we go. 2nd and 6 at the Bulldogs 10. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set. 2 to the far side, 1 on the near side. Going to hand it off. Up the middle. Devin Jones subbing in. He'll get enough, it looks like, for the first down on early signals. He will. Devin Jones, the big man, getting it in. We get here, first down and 10. First and 4, excuse me, at the 4-yard line. First and goal. 28-21 with 4:47 left to go. And Scott Carlson, just a bunch of silly commentators. They're going to give it off to a wild 2nd and 4. Following that, following the 1-yard gain from Jones. 28-21, now under 4:12 left to go in the ball game here in week 0. Bulldogs trailing the Titans. Papillion South, 28-21. Schuler in shotgun, Marco in motion. Schuler hands it, Jones up the middle. And did he get there? We're going to see. He might have been short.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, and they gave it to him. So with that, another touchdown run, 2-yard run on the side of Derek Jones. Excuse me, Dylan Jones. Too many Jones on the side. My poor little brain could not hold up with it. And with that drive.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Trying to keep. Just create a show off of that one. So now it's 34-21 following that 11-play drive. And it's just looking a little rough here for the Bulldogs as, again,
the proverbial nail in the coffin.
Well, you can never really say anything's over, but at the moment. But at 35-21, 3:49 left to go. Campbell's kick is up. And it is good with that 2-yard run from Dylan Jones and the extra point. It is now, at the moment, for the Titans, 35-21. We'll take a break. We come back, potentially the last drive for the Bulldogs here in this game, trailing 35-21.
How would you like to get a warranty on a used car, truck, or SUV? When you purchase a qualified pre-owned vehicle at Premier Toyota's first, that is totally awesome when you are buying a pre-owned vehicle. Stop out and talk to the friendly staff at Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 today. Take a test drive and get a warranty on qualified pre-owned vehicles. Let's go places.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
North Platte Post Sports.
The lead is 35-21 with Eli Broman back to return for the Bulldogs. 35 for the Papillion LaVista South Titans. 21 for the North Platte Bulldogs. 3:49 left to go here in week 0, game number 1. As Christian Campbell going to line it up and going to look to kick it deep here. And the kick, high, wobbler. It's going to some, yep, you heard it here, some game stats provided by Clear Focus Eye Care. 377 total rushing yards on the side of the Tigers. And then on the side of the Bulldogs, 219 total yards. So most of the yards coming on the side of Papillion LaVista South on Derek Jones. And then on the side of the Bulldogs, Brock Robley with the most rushing yards. Now with 3:49 left, again, thank you. That was our Clear Eye Focus game stats. Clear Focus Eye Care, specializing in preventative eye care, dry eye treatment, and vision therapy. Schedule your appointment today. Going to run the ball right up the middle. That one to Caden Jonason. Jonason going to run it up. I'm going to say a good 35-21. A score to really end this game would probably put a nice bow on it, even though at the moment they are trailing 35-21. Jonason going to throw it to the sideline. Almost intercepted, but ball's incomplete. That one out of the hands of Colton Tilford. Now 1 for 6 on the side. Caden Jonason. Just so.
Was it almost intercepted?
It was our cramps.
Man, I can't believe they haven't cramped yet until now.
Scott will give us our breakdown of cramp coverage when we come back. Hey, we'll take again a quick break. More action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Your loved one needs home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, helping clients keep their lifestyle.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Downloading the app is free and easy. Simply visit your app store and search for North Platte School District. Once it's downloaded, you can adjust the settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are MPPS. Come grow with us.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here. Whoever got that cramp seems to be getting up. Now, Scott Carlson here. I'm throwing him on the spot. Scott, talked about cramping earlier before the game. We didn't really get to talk about it much during the game. Why is it you thought today should have been cramp central?
Man, it was humid. It got the Missouri River just flowing right to the east of us here, and the humidity was. And so obviously these kids did a good job of hydrating this week, because that's really the first player we've seen cramping noticeable.
On the field, specifically.
Yeah.
So, Caden Jonason in a 3rd and 5 situation. He's going to have it. Looking to pitch it out to the outside. Got some daylight. That seems to be Tilford. Tilford breaking a tackle, and he'll get enough for the first down. Big explosive run. We'll say he got 7 from Colton Tilford. In the ball game, Bulldogs trailing 35-21. In week 0, first game for head coach Kurt Altic. Johnson stepping back, looking to pass, throwing it over the middle. That one's going to be recepted at the 40-yard line. Landon O'Brien, the receiver, as there is a good reception by O'Brien. See, that one probably got a good old 17 out of it for a first down, and another good by a bunch of Titans defenders. Another good pitch out from Colton Tilford. Another good run, and the Bulldogs offense really starting to hum a little here in the latter half of this ballgame.
Yeah, playing with a little more anxiety, a little more haste, and working so far.
5-yard run from Tell. Even though the passing really hasn't been as electric. Oh, wait, hold that thought. Johnson rolling to his left. Still going to keep it now. Still rolling, and is going to be tackled out of bounds, maybe for a loss of 2. So we're going to say, well, not even a loss of 2. That was my bad. Good old loss of 5 on that run for Jonason. And going back to my point on the passing, yeah, Jonason may be 2 for 7 now in terms of his overall passing stats, but those couple ones that he's missed, those 5 have not been egregious misses. No. They've been on the money in terms of where it needs to go. Just cut it back on the power, don't you say?
Yeah, a little bit overthrown, and in his defense,
And he is stuffed immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So now comes 4th and 10 with 1:40 left to go in the ball game. As the Bulldogs have a timeout called on the side, it looks like, of Papillion, LaVista South. Keep it here as there's 55 seconds left to go. Excuse me, that was the wrong stat line there. Whoops, it's 1:40 left to go in the ball game. 35-21 is currently the score. Titans, Papillion, LaVista South over North Platte Bulldogs. Scott, got a little bit of a break here. Kind of take us through your roller coaster of emotions. We'll get to more of it in the post-game show, but give us like a little brief feeling, of how this game 1 went, you think, for the Bulldogs.
Well, the roller coaster is just a normal day, Paxton. But as for the game, man, it's been, I'll tell you what, some moments of excitement, some moments of maybe a little letdown by the Bulldogs, but really a pretty balanced game played by both teams here. You can't be too disappointed in a week 0 game. Obviously, Jones, big trouble for the Bulldogs. They struggled with him all night, and really the difference in what you see on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Derek Jones really being, and then that whole 3rd quarter where they couldn't get any points off of those many opportunities that they had. Really the big difference maker as Jones going to step back, had pressure in his face, still looking, throwing it to a wide open man. Almost one-handed grabbed on the far sideline.
EOD.
I think that might have been Colton Tilford out there on that right side of the field. Nope, that one out there is going to be Brady Hanneborg, seeing his first look of the ball game, but falls incomplete. And with that, a turnover passing percentage tonight. With 1:35 left to go, you might just see them probably take some kneels or just run it out of the clock.
Victory formation from the Titans.
So with 1:35 left to go, Bulldogs might take a timeout here. They're going to actually pitch it out to the far side. That one's still going. Hey, a flag on the play. A monster hit as well. And some shoving on the near side. That one going to be Trevor Chrisman as well as Seth Allen. As Derek Jones with the carry. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag down. That one came in middle of the run. Right.
Hold coming right on the left defensive end right here as he tried to peel off the block, and it was just a straight-up jersey grab.
And that's one of the things with kind of like those pitch-run plays is if you get to a point where the defender's trying to turn it either upfield, you got to at some point let go.
Yeah, the instinct's to grab and hold, and that's when you
So when the defender tries to turn away and go upfield, probably,
they're trying to figure out.
Actually, they're going to call it, say it is a hold. But they're talking to see, trying to see what, oh, here comes the call.
Multiple penalties.
So a hold originally, as we called, on the side of the Tigers offense. But after the play, when I was talking about Trevor Chrisman and Seth Allen getting that little extracurricular on the near sideline, both of those resulting in 2 personal fouls, penalties. And so because of that, negating that holding call. So now it's 5-21 over the North Platte Bulldogs. Game number 1, though, of the season. Hey, we've got 9 more games left to go. Well, 8 games now at this point. But a lot of things you can really take away from this game. We'll get that on with our post-game coverage. Yeah, that's right, post-game coverage. You don't want to miss out on all of that as they're actually making a correction. It's now continue to talk it over. So with that, I'm going to sit my behind of the year for the side of the Bulldogs. What kind of the changes you are looking for in terms of offensively? Well, actually, not offensive. I want to talk about the defense there. What kind of defensive changes are you looking for after Devin Jones just this game ran all over them?
Offense, I think Jonason's got a good arm. And, like we said, even that last incompletion to Hanneborg, just a little bit behind him, a little bit outside of him. But right there, I think if you give him some more opportunities to throw, good things are going to happen. But obviously the Dogs not going to become a throwing team, not going to run the West Coast offense. Anyway, you tried to steer me away from that. I wasn't driving off the road.
He wasn't driving off the road.
But no, defensively, hey, look, it comes down to mechanics. It comes down to the basic elements of football, and that's tackling. When you tackle, especially if it's a guy that's bigger than you or a guy that's strong, you got to get low. And the Dogs had trouble with Jones. Not happening. You got to get down on those big backs. And, hey, let's face it, in Class A football, the Dogs are going to see a lot of big-sized running backs and big-sized defensive ends coming at them. So, got to get down to the basics.
A handoff, Schuler up the middle to Connor. He's going to bounce off a lineman, keep his legs turning. He'll be brought down. It was 2nd and 6 after a long discussion. So now maybe they'll give him 2 to Connor. So Jonason will get the tackle, a gain maybe of 2 on the side. And kind of going off of your point about seeing a lot of big running backs here in Division A, excuse me.
Class A.
Class A, Division A, Class A.
Colorado,
I'm thinking about the Broncos and
Kansas
stuff in the
boy.
future. The Kansas boy and me
1A,
popping out
7A.
a little bit, yes.
8A.
But here in Class A, maybe this game is kind of like a wake-up call a little bit, You're going to see as a really late flag coming in. Well, we're going to see here. Wait to see. Oh, they're going to say
timeout snuck in there.
Oh, snuck in there. But with 36 seconds left, let's talk about, again, that whole conversation of big back, how are you going to stop it? And maybe this game, because, again, you've been playing all offseason against yourself. And let's be real here. This Bulldog squad has Robley, with the football. And other than that, you maybe might sit there and be like, Xavier Albertson at 195. Maybe might be that guy you see more of again to see if that might mimic some of the bigger backs. But they're getting their first big look against not only a power back, but an experienced power back in Derek Jones, who last year was just as effective against any experienced this senior level football. Maybe this game and maybe next week kind of see them hone in on the mechanics and the tackling. Yeah. But here we go with 36 seconds left in the 3rd and 4. Schuler going to hand it off to Connor yet again up the middle. He won't get enough for the first down. Their last one in this game. Yep, North Platte using their last timeout of the ball game. 28 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. 35-21 is where we are currently sitting at. 5-21, gosh, it must have felt like a blowout. But it really didn't. It just felt like if you took the 3rd quarter out of this whole equation, Bulldogs would still be in this ball game because they've had multiple possessions during that 3rd quarter stint where they just couldn't get anything. And even in the beginning of the 4th quarter where they just couldn't find any momentum. And I don't know if that attributed down to too much of the identity of you just got to give it to Robley. He was so good in that first half. He'll do some magic here in the second half. You know, Papillion LaVista South made some good key changes to stuff the box, stopped Robley, and then it was kind of just like, well, we got to really find ourselves here in the 4th quarter. Hey, and they kind of did a little bit. Got some better passing attempts. Connor's going to get it. He's not going to get the first. Oh, maybe he will on the second effort. About to find out. As that tackle has been made on the play by Carson Davis. And as time begins to slowly tick. Oh, don't tell me they're going to bring out the chains. Oh, here comes the chains.
Kidding me.
Here they come with 24 seconds. Chains going to come out. Hey, Gabe, we got to make sure, Scott.
I know.
We got to make sure.
I know, all the way down to the last second, man.
Got to get out the Post-it card and make sure it's.
Blow on it.
Give it a little.
Get the last kink out.
Give it that little stint. The pull, and it is.
Oh, first
wow,
down.
we are really talking about millimeters here.
Wow.
Wow, I'm actually talking
He's
like
looking at
it is right on.
Wait for the wind. Little wind.
Wow, they're going to say just
short.
Barely short. Head coach Altic is saying, maybe just put it in for today. It's going to be interesting to see what coach is going to be doing. But here at the moment with 24 seconds on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10, Scott.
Something just flew out of the – it looked like
with 24 seconds left, Jonason under center. Titans really far back expecting a pass. He's going to step back. He's going to look, and he will be sacked behind the line of scrimmage with 20 seconds left. No timeouts for the Bulldogs. 16 seconds, clock slowly ticking. And that looks like it'll probably do it with 10 seconds. I don't think the clock, they're going to get lined up in time. 7 seconds. Hey, they're going to try it. They're going to try it, though. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Johnson gets the snap, stepping back, rolling to his right. They're going to do some magic. Has it. 40-yard line, cutting back, sliding down. And they're going to call it at that point. Game officially over. Game, set, and match. Papillion LaVista South starting off the season 1-0 as they defeat North Platte Bulldogs 35-21 in week 0, or officially week 1 if you're the Bulldogs. Take them down 35-21 on the road. Tough way to end the game. The game was close at halftime, 15-14, and it looked like, hey, you might be in for a little bit of a duel here. And then a lackadaisical little bit of a 3rd quarter that left the Bulldogs scoreless with multiple opportunities. Couldn't convert, and with that, the other side, the Titans were able to convert, and with that, they pick up the victory 35-21. So we'll step aside, and we will give you our post-game coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
It's time for you to be happier in your career, and Nebraska DOT District 6 is the place for you. With amazing state benefits, paid time off, insurance, and retirement, plus a great culture with stability and on-the-job training if needed. Positions currently open in North Platte, Big Springs, Ogallala, Lexington, Mullen, Stapleton, and Thedford. Positions like auto diesel mechanics, construction technicians, maintenance workers, and traffic data collector. Start your career with Nebraska DOT District 6 by applying online at statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Larry's Glass would like to thank all of their valuable customers over the years for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass is a full-service glass company, from car windows and storefronts to custom-cut glass, mirrors, and more. If you need glass, Larry's Glass has you covered. They take pride in their work with professional installation and satisfaction guaranteed. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass on the corner of 5th and Vine, where they do glass and so much more.
It's not too late to dust off the golf clubs and head out to River's Edge Golf Club in North Platte. Summer may be coming to an end, but come out to River's Edge and you'll enjoy a course that features modern amenities with beautifully maintained lush greens and breathtaking views. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks and Keno. Remember, they're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Swift Auto Center.
Go Dogs from Swift Auto Center of North Platte as you listen on KWOQ North Platte 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
You heard it here. Quick Stop post-game show. Scott Carlson waking himself up. He's a little lost and a little upset. He was excited. The energy kind of boiling down. The old man getting a little tiresome out here.
Old man taking
the
a
old,
look at your life.
old man, Scott Carlson.
My
We're getting past your bedtime here, big
yeah,
fella.
but dude, it was past my. Yeah, no, it's about right after. It's getting there.
We'll see.
Close
We'll
to my
see.
bedtime.
But
good time.
Talking of an
I won't
ending,
fall asleep on the way home.
I'll have to beat you up there.
Well, I might.
35-21 is the final score here.
You wouldn't be beating me if I did.
The ground would be beating us up, not me.
The semi girl would be beating you up.
Well, the semi that was Devin Jones ran through the Bulldogs defense today as they took down, again, the Bulldogs. Papillion, LaVista South did 35-21. Man, it was a close one. Again, this is our Quick Stop post-game show. It was if you think about it, it was actually pretty close to start the game. Starting off, it was a 8-play drive on the side of Papillion LaVista South, ending with a 4-yard touchdown run from one Devin Jones. They actually converted on a weird 2-point conversion. Put them up 8-0 with 3:51 left to go in the first quarter. Hey, but immediately in the next drive, 2 plays, 82 yards, capping it off with a 49-yard touchdown run by one Brock Robley. Robley, that was at the start of the game. We thought to ourselves, hey, it might be popping off Mr. Robley here for a big game himself, which he did. We'll get to him in a little bit here. And that almost tied the game up. Bulldogs went for the extra point, so it was 8-7 with 3:12 left to go in quarter number 1. And then on the very next possession, a 9-play, 82-yard touchdown drive coming in on the side of the Titans, as that one, Keelan Connor with the 2-yard touchdown run. Hey, put the Titans up 15-7. And then immediately following it up, an 8-yard touchdown run from Holton Tilford to almost tying this game up, putting the Bulldogs, when they went into half, down only one, 15-14. We come out of the half, 3-and-out on the side of the Bulldogs. And then The Devin Jones show showed up. Jones on that first possession out of the half on the side of the Titans, just running all over the Bulldogs defense, capping it off with a 2-yard touchdown run, putting the score up 22-14. And then a 3-and-out on the side of the Bulldogs again in that third quarter. And you know what happened? A 43-yard touchdown pass on the side of Papillion South. That one going to Keenan Flannery. And then with that, it was 28-14. But Bulldogs were able to respond on their next play. 7-yard TD run from sophomore quarterback Caden Jonason with an extra point good. That game was only a one-possession game at that point. 28-21 of the early offset of the fourth quarter. Then on to the next drive on the side of the Titans. 3-and-out. Bulldogs off a terrible, terrible punt on the side of the Titans. Perfect field position to capitalize on it. Went on a turnover of downs, spoiling that opportunity that they had. And then the very next possession, again, the Devin Jones show. That train could not be stopped today. Another 2-yard touchdown run with the extra point put us where we ended here tonight. 35-21 here in game number 1 of the season for the Bulldogs. It was a valiant effort for them. You really have to say it was a valiant. They gave it their all. It had flashes. We talked about in the pregame show how this was still a very, very young team. There was going to be some hiccups in the road early on. You're hoping as the season grew on and kind of get rid of that. We saw it in the penalty department for not just the side of the Bulldogs, Titans, as well as either side had plethora of huge, costly penalties and just a lot of sloppy ones. Well, it's tough to say it's easy to fix that, but how easy it is to fix those types of penalties, coming up next week, your first home game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just that's a mental thing. Most of the penalties against the Bulldogs, especially, were mental penalties, jumping, moving early. So those are things that I think come with the jitters. I mean, hey, I'm of the opinion you should those mental things work themselves out. Things are going to happen. Penalties are going to happen. You just got to hope they're not too crucial and hurt you too much.
I believe that's head coach Kurt Altic making his way out of the building and maybe walking his way down on over here to the press box. We'll have to see because, hey, you heard it right. Head coach of the Bulldogs, Kurt Altic, making his way up when we hopefully come out of this break to talk about game number 1, not only for these players, but also for him. Very first football game as head coach for the Bulldogs. See how he thought this game went down, what he's going to look to work on, what he's going to be doing. So when we come back, we'll be giving you that coach's interview with head coach Kurt Altic. More right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sports as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Small Room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers. Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings.
1810 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials, too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available, too.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here to Foundation Field. Papillion, LaVista South taking down your North Platte Bulldogs 35-21. It is the Quick Stop post-game show. Hey, how about we give away our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game? No real shock or surprise here. Rock Robley, 114 yards on 15 carries. He is our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. Hey, look, there's head coach Kurt Altic and Mark Tillman, Ameriprise Financial Advisors in North Platte, Nebraska. Talk to Ameriprise Financial Advisors in North Platte, Nebraska about your professional financial services. Ameriprise Financial Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Head coach Kurt Altic going to be making his way up here to the press box. He's going to have a little bit of a talk with us. Game number 1 of the season officially finishing up. Scotty, my man, his way in there. Head coach Kurt Altic, give him a big old handshake as he gets ready. Coach, game number 1 officially in the books. How you feeling out there yourself, personally, before we get into how the game went?
Well, obviously we would have liked that game to go a little bit different, but right now we're healthy, so that's a good thing. And it was a good learning experience for some of our young guys, and so we'll rebound and be ready to go next week. Ready to go next week again for a lot of these guys. Their first game of the season. If in a vacuum, me and Scott were talking about it here, you get rid of really that third quarter where a plethora on your next opponents, maybe correct those not only mental errors, but maybe capitalize on some of the other team's mistakes. We came out of halftime feeling pretty dang good. And we just talked in the end, it's little things. It's one little play here where we had, a breakdown in coverage, a miscommunication in coverage, and we had, miscommunication on a block. One play here or there, and they happened to capitalize on that. Good physical football team. They were kind of playing bulldog ball that first half. We were having a hard time getting them off the field. But they're a good team, but we definitely have some things that we can go and look at and definitely get going our way. Yep. For next week. Hey, and again, penalties were a plethora, not only just on your side, but on the other side. You just kind of chalked that maybe up to first game jitters, and then maybe as game got on, kind of just some sloppy mistakes. Yeah, we had a lot of young guys playing. They had some young guys sitting still offensively. And luckily those are things that you can clean up and work on a little bit in practice. Again, that's one of those little things that comes back to bite you. I know we had a real long run that got called back, and I believe that was the third quarter, and that kind of hurt us and pinned us deep. So here we go. Next week, I believe we're taking on Grand Island, if I remember. First home game of the season. What are some of the things you talked a little bit about? Game this week, so we get the advantage of the stuff that we can build upon from this week, we can bring to next week, and they're another good physical football team. This one was a good test for us. Showed some of our young guys what Class A varsity football is about. So we're going to lean on that, and tidy up a few things and get after the Islanders next week. Get after it. Now, before I let you go, your first head coaching game here at North Platte. On that sideline, yes, the result didn't turn out what I think everybody was wanting. How did it feel personally for you as the head coach going out there, getting to see everything and make all the big calls? It's an honor for me once again to be included with the head coaches at North Platte. Like the boys, I've been going for quite a while today, but we got a really good group of guys. We just got to put a few things together. We have some young guys now that have some varsity experience, and we're looking forward to thinking about this today, putting it behind us through the weekend, and making ourselves better and getting ready to take on a good Islanders team. The Islanders always put a good product on the field, so we're looking forward to being able to fix those things and come out and get after it next week. That's right. Next week, 7 o'clock kickoff at home. First home game of the year. Bulldogs taking on the Islanders. Coach, again, thank you so much for coming on up there. Next interview is a little more happy for us. So. Hey, I'm thinking, so got the first game under the belt, things that the team can work on and a whole week to improve and get ready to rock and roll. That's what we're all excited to see. But that was, again, head coach Kurt died here a little bit. Head coach Altic here for our Farmers Insurance coaches in here for auto, home renters, business, and more. When we come back, it's going to be wrapping up post-game show here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, live streaming, as always, NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off on the crock pot this morning.
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Best in the World.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 24242.
Just south of I-80 in North Platte is ready to help you get into the ride you Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota also offers the Toyota Cares maintenance plans. Test drive a new Toyota today and like them on Facebook for what's new. Let's go places. Premier Toyota in North Platte.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential, where affordability. With 8 graduate programs, 49 undergraduate programs, and thousands of friends, Chadron State College has everything you need to find your story. Get started at csc.edu.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, Solutions box score. Our final score again, 35-21. This box score sponsored by Eeks Office. For copies, furniture, or janitorial supplies, think Eeks. Visit eeks.com. Scotty C, my man, before we get out of here, what are some of the final things that you just want to touch on and highlight before we see everybody next Friday for football, but next Monday for softball?
Yeah, hey, I think like Coach said, pretty clear what you need to work on. First half was great. Second half, I think they kind of focused on shutting him down. So, maybe work on what you're going to do when that happens. So, a lot of good things, a lot of things that can work on. But I think Coach and his staff recognize what needs to happen, and they'll get at it this week and be ready for next Friday at home, Bauer Field.
They will. That was our fun little drive. Yes, 3 or 4 funnel clouds?
I think 3 at least.
That's crazy. And then some weird rain and weird traffic stoppages. The good
For
old
no reason.
The good old Lincoln, the Lincoln average highway drive is
Just
what it
stop.
is. But yes, again, Bulldogs falling to the Titans 35-21 in game number 1. That is right. You will be seeing, well, not physically, but hearing from me on Monday when Kearney comes into town to take on the North Platte High School girls softball team.
Softball.
That is at 6:30 first pitch in game number 1, the official first game of the softball season. Friday at home, first home game of the year. Miss Bauer
Used to be his boy.
Yeah, now he's slowly eking him out the door. We're going down a tier in terms of what we call each other.
Great.
But you'll see us next Friday. That's at 7 against Grand Island. Quick Stop pregame, as always, at 6:30. From Paxton Gordon, Scott Carlson. Hey, and Carl over here doing the video. Thank you all so much for coming down. That has been your Quick Stop post-game show. I'll see you all Monday, Scott. We'll see you all on Friday on FM 98.1, AM 1410, and always live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
You've been listening to the Dogs on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM with live streaming video at